god, yo!
Arsonist.
What is this bracket?
Oh my god. This is gonna be a busy night. That's what it's gonna
Yeah.
be.
And we got Riddles versus Jet Set happening right now.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay, this would be a good one. It's not even like this is like 4 matches with the top 24 as well.
Yeah.
All right, we got Campaign.
This is definitely one of those matchups too that probably didn't get better for Aki much. If I had to guess, right?
I mean, hard to say, right? A lot of these changes, you have to see them in applications to actually know what they mean. You have to, you have to see how they pan out. Yeah, but Akuma, the damage is always going to be the same. That's not going to change. That could have been converted, but we take those. Of course,
yeah. I was just gonna mention, like, just as he got hit by a punish counter dive kick, I was just gonna mention the air options, but I mean, you burn yourself out against Aki, you know, like sometimes. Just decides to hand over the win.
Yeah, and Campaign also with that DI was clutch because it's like, all right, this is me or you at this point. So good luck.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta let them take the wheel. You gotta make them give the hard decision. You gotta give the hard decision to them.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that's what I call a forced 50-50 in those situations. Nice DI.
Yeah, dying back, trying to catch a big whiff punish. Worth mentioning too, Akuma did get what do you call it, hurt box around Hadoken now.
Yes.
First of its kind.
Which pretty big deal. He's closer to a normal Shoto in that sense. His fireball game at least now has to consider what if his opponent's poking at him.
Trying to get he did it again! Oh my god.
Absolutely no fear.
Yo, is there some beef going on? Like, that's like the 4th DI in 2 rounds. Like, oh my god. Guys, we just started.
Hold up, yeah, it's entirely possible that Petrafied was like, oh, you're gonna DI me? Watch this. That was personal.
Oh my god, yo, wait, that was a whip punish.
That's gonna be level 3, right?
Oh yeah,
that's gonna be level 3. Now, this level 3 is one of those sketchy ones where like you put your opponent in a dire situation, but if they do survive this, and it is Aki, you are in burnout, you have no way to defend yourself.
That's true. The most important thing right now is to not get side switch, because you've got the whole screen to go.
Okay, Campaign spends the primary leverage here.
Yeah, gonna pause the drive gauge, gets Oki after this. He's not gonna have enough of the drive gauge left to push him to the other corner, but he does get a throw, puts him back in the other one. Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Reset?
That was brilliant. Akuma health and the poison. That was sick.
Oh my god, that was like 3 different factors working in Campaign's favor there.
Yeah, that was smart. And also, you saw the hit there with no counter hit. Like Petrified probably tried to jump out of the corner and just got hit with the heavy kick. Adding that extra damage that was needed for the kill.
Oh wow, actually EX doesn't even... Oh sorry, that was EX fireball. Resets into the overhead, dude, just for fun. Tries to throw him back, but Campaign is aware.
Yeah, Petrified's playing like my boy Thunder. Things that don't really make sense. Just for fun. Nice.
Thunder.
And you see the demon flip over. That has more recovery frames, but Campaign was in the middle of an action there. Couldn't fight back.
Yeah, it didn't matter. Yeah, I think it's something like 4 or 5 when you do nothing if you go over. So just to punish, make sure that like Akuma can't just get out of the corner for free. Like you have some option if you're looking out for it. Oh, what was that dive? Weird.
Yeah, maybe reading, I don't know, reading a fireball. Maybe I'm not quite sure what that was about. The DI again. This time Campaign's waiting. Like, no, I'm gonna wait. If I see paint on the screen, not flying.
Oh my god, there's digital violence. And another punish counter dive kick. This is a preview, not a preview, a rerun of the first round.
Yeah, this is one of those situations where it's like your name's Petrified, but you don't seem to be scared at all. And that's gonna be Akuma damage, but you don't need Akuma damage to end this here. But it still goes for the level 3. Extra damage, we're gonna take that to the next round.
It's about sending a message sometimes. Sometimes you have to punch someone with glasses, you know?
Yeah, but the glasses didn't break. Those glasses are made out of vibranium.
Yeah, not even a chip.
Pristine.
Gonna be interesting to see how Campaign adapts to the air options, especially because that's like to every single one it's worked so far.
Yeah, and
another one.
As you say that, yeah, the demon flip dive kick, backdash from Campaign, punish counter back throw.
Yeah, trying to bait the DP, doesn't find it though. Wake up jab, great option.
I think I would have, maybe Campaign should have considered just taking the DP there for the burnout. Maybe been worth it.
Did you see how meaty that stand heavy kick was? That was like the last active for him. He blocked that with his forehead. Shime with the reset, but Campaign decided to jump out of there. Doesn't want to give the corner anyway.
Creating some space. I don't know what you're about, but I want no part of it.
Very valid when it comes to fighting Akuma.
Yeah, especially when that's in the corner.
Yeah, especially when you don't have a reversal too. Like that's every situation where you're like, you know what, I'm good. I'm gonna hang out over here.
Oh, the dive kick. I mean, that was a good call out you made about the Akuma's air options just being consistent. So far, Petrified has been, if I'm not mistaken, 100% every time he's going into the air.
Yeah, he's been hit out of it once, but like it doesn't matter. She applied poison, didn't get anything off of it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, there was the up chain. I forget the name of the move.
The whip. You just call it whip.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a heavy lash, I think.
Okay, we'll go with lash. Sounds cooler. Nice. It's gonna be light into the poison there, straight into the level 3. Yeah, trying to replenish that life gauge and that drive bar rather.
Yeah, honestly, drive gauge is usually more important when it comes to Aki than the life bar.
Yeah, especially when you're facing potentially losing another game here. Akuma's already.
You gotta be so careful. He's got Demon on board.
The DI that works out perfectly timed. You saw the patience waiting for the right opportunity to make sure that you're gonna get that cancel from Akuma. Campaign barely survives that situation.
Another DXTP busts out, and not a single one of them blocked either. Petrified has just been like on point on defense so far. Okay, I say that, my bad, bro.
The side switch, not gonna go for any drive gauge, just gonna go for the damage and the positioning.
Yeah, sets up the puddle, meaty overhead.
Oh, and that is a wake up, level 3 and then jump over. I like that answer so much from Campaign. You have the meter advantage, you have the situational advantage. You jump over, if it's a DP, you win, and if you're wrong, you probably still have a way up.
Another option, dude. The skies are not protected right now. It's cloudy with a chance of demon. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it doesn't really work the other way around. Aki doesn't have a dive kick, and Akuma does have a DP.
Yeah, I mean, usually Aki's the one who's getting those good air options because she does have pretty good jumps, but against a Shoto, a character like a Shoto with a DP, a little bit hard to take to the skies.
Safe jumps. It's so scary. You have to take these throws if you're an Akuma player right here because, okay, never mind. Just finds the crouching medium point. But yeah, it's one of those things where if you're poisoned, it's like having a bomb on you. Like, you gotta take that throw, bro. Guile is right there and he's got retribution, man. Like,
no, he will get retribution if you mess up. It's time for you to pay for your sins. Oh, the perfect parry of the VP. That had to be an accident. Wait, actually, no, that wouldn't be an accident. 2 punches together. What was that about?
Oh yeah, not sure. Maybe EX Fireball too.
Yeah, from a walk forward, there was no pause there at all.
Yeah. Definitely. Funny thing is too, that combo could have killed if he wanted to. If he spent the meter, he was dead.
Yeah. However, you don't want to put yourself at round 3 with Akuma and have no way to defend yourself. At least a way to kill him quickly. But Campaign might pay for that.
Yeah, if you leave Akuma alive right now, Demon kills here. Oh, he finds the lash, finds the frame trap.
That's actually
keeps himself alive.
It's a scary lash to do.
Yeah. No reversal on that EX Cruel Fate. You see a lot of people do that nowadays. Since it's plus, it goes over. They go, you know what? I'm just not gonna deal with the situation.
And the stand medium puncher from Campaign and the parry in return. Maybe not too familiar with the frame data there.
The overhead, the unblockable.
Oh, the DP's not there. I think that was a crosscut attempt. And now you're facing Burnout. That is guaranteed Burnout. Aki, again, the queen of Burnout. You have some tough decisions to make here. But you could be right to get that level 3, get that level 1, depending on what you're trying to go for.
That's true. Right now, you're guessing for the set, and you've got to make a radical option. He goes over the ground achievement kick!
That is 2 bars of drive gauge. Better positioning, better health.
He's not quite gonna have the meter here. He needs to make another decision.
Yes. Maybe just surviving the next 5 seconds or so. And that might actually be the case. Gets the meter back and the medium punch into the Campaign. Knowing that there's a little bit of fear there, not wanting to hold back, not wanting to back off, and actually works out.
Yeah, that was like a great read. Just going, you know what? He's not gonna guess for a game. You're blocking this.
Yeah, Campaign took a look at the name and was like, Petrified. Oh, I see what this is about. You're just trying to act brave. You're not actually brave.
Yeah,
but it could be though. It could be just worth mentioning. Petrified did just get out of Burnout, So it could be that Petrafied maybe was still in the mindset of this is probably plus, even though, you know, Petrafied blocked it right after the burnout was over.
Yeah, definitely possible. Definitely possible he thought too, like a drive rush cancel just to get like another real mix was coming as well, and was just like, you know what, I'll just hold this. But like you said, it worked out. It worked out for Campaine. Great read at the end, and barely staying alive. It looks scary because that, I cannot believe the demon flip dive kick avoided that crouching heavy kick. That was insane.
You really can't believe that?
I mean, dude, that crouch heavy kick is a good anti-air nowadays. That was like
Akuma, baby. Akuma, baby. What
Yeah.
do you mean? That's Akuma.
That's true.
That's the that's the Shotokan demon.
That's a Capcom's chosen one, the golden child.
That's the GOAT. That's a character that you can't nerf what he is. You know, like that when you have a character you can't nerf what they are. That is how you know you should never be surprised by what happens on the screen.
All right, speaking of nerf though, these are two unnerfed characters nowadays, a little bit, somewhat.
Yeah,
maybe not quite as much for Marisa's, but definitely for Luke.
I mean, definitely for Marisa. Marisa's a character that just needs one opportunity, so those buffs will come into play at some point. But for Luke, yeah, especially with the medium punch or the medium knuckle, I'm curious to see what the damage looks like with that change.
Yeah, that's definitely something that, like, it's probably one of the biggest things that affected Luke. Like, the ratio of drive gauge to damage. Oh, wow, that was a 6-side switch. Was definitely affected that crouching medium punch. But perfect parry. Run. Forward heavy kick, maybe? No, tries to grab the perfect parry. Maybe.
Oh, nice. Whip punish with the stand heavy punch. That's going to be a lot of damage. Opts to go for the safe jump. Oh no, the fake safe jump. Full charge, heavy punch in the air, whips it, and then goes for the command grab. That was sick.
Yeah, that was sneaky. I've never even seen that one off the heavy punch. That was sick.
Yeah, I mean, she can charge any of her heavies, literally any of her heavies, including the ones in the air. So a lot of people see her start charging in the air and they think, oh, this is definitely going to make contact with me. And it doesn't, it never does, right? Unless they specifically time it for that case.
Perfect parry too on the Superman punch.
Yeah, and the buff is not really going to play much in that situation just because it's a perfect parry. The damage scaling is way too high.
Yeah, this is definitely where Marisa struggled most, but MikeX still a bit careful here because if he gets hit by level 3, he's back in the other corner.
I mean, that's a good point. Marisa does struggle in this range, but Luke actually doesn't do too well compared to the other Shotos at point blank compared, just because his stand light punch puts him so far forward. Oh, and the wake up DP just takes the bet. Worth noting, if that DP was wrong, that was probably around.
Very likely, yeah. But like you said, it's very good to point out because that's something that people might not realize. Like, Luke only has one 4-frame bun and one 5-frame bun. Or 2 5-frames, sorry, this light takes, but stand light punch, that shit's like a medium. That's 7 frames.
Yeah, which has its advantages, but also a general disadvantage of not having to stand light attack. Most of Luke's best buttons that he wants to use in neutral are mids, which, you know, Marisa has the armor for mids.
Both of them moving out, blocking the overhead, no punish, just goes for the throw. Trying to keep the pressure up. Once again, trying to bait the super. MikeX knows he can just wait until the opportunity. He finds it. Goes for the optimal, too.
Yeah, this MikeX maybe showing off a little bit there. Could have just gone for a very basic combo to level 3, but it's like, no, I'm going to hit the perfect into the air knuckle and then level 2. That was sick.
I understand. I used to be a Luke player myself. That combo is really fun to do. Optimize, you can actually get level 3 there if you're really optimal, and that shit gets the blood pumping.
Couldn't be me having fun in tournament.
I mean, hey, clearly MikeX is enjoying himself a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, you know, Luke is a character that does have really good neutral against Marisa, but Marisa is just such an explosive character. You got to be careful to give her opportunities like that.
Yeah, that forward heavy kick, like you said, that could have been an opportunity right there, but
you see MikeX employing that forward heavy punch. I don't know if you saw in the patch notes for Luke. He's there's been increased range in his forward heavy punch just to kind of make it distinguish from the standing heavy punch. And you see it kind of being used, kind of like Bison's standing heavy punch, where it was being used from a much further distance, kind of controlling and dictating the spacing.
I actually didn't see that. That is a really good change. I did see though. I hope we see it at some point, although I doubt we'll see it in this matchup. But the double EX sandblast wall splatting, that's like the funniest combos I've ever seen.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what you mentioned it being new characters at this point, and that, you know, that's probably going to be the case in the next few weeks.
Man, these forward heavy kicks so scary, and whiff punish with a heavy kick too. EX, is he dead? No, not quite.
Oh, tries to go for the fake setup. MikeX wakes up to the throw this time, not falling for the same trick twice.
Yeah, trying to go for the throw loop. Good tech from CreakyAxe. Hold on. They're both being careful right here. They know anything leads to death right now.
Yeah, and that's potentially a mutual thing. Marisa does have that extra 500. This will not do it. MikeX gonna need one more hit.
Yeah,
Right, so for the delayed jab, and that is it. That was sick. Not only the first delayed jab, but then the micro delayed jab again, just to make sure to give Marisa a chance to die. And boom, yeah, doesn't even go for anything fancy at that point. Just jab, jab, jab. Light knuckle level 3.
Yeah, I love that. Like, just as you said it, he realized it as well. Like, he was mid-air, mid-combo, and he was like, this is not gonna kill a big body Marisa right now. I need to go for another hit. Finds the whiff punish, dude. Crouching medium punch. You know, all reliable. Sometimes you just gotta pull out the classics.
Never a doubt.
Yeah. I love the patience from MikeX too. Just he gets the Yoki in corner. He's like, you know what? You don't even have super. I don't even have to punish either, or the pressure either. Just hanging out.
Yeah, I like that forward heavy kick with reverse cross medium punch. CreakyAxe. But no mix of MikeX's defense on this has been pristine this round.
Yeah, he is just. Oh. Damn, that could have ended really badly for either of them, but
yeah, I mean that was one back throw away from Marisa. MikeX maybe is facing down the barrel of losing this round.
And now we're gonna make our way back to the corner almost. Oh, not quite. Doesn't go for the extended combos, decides to save his gauge.
Oh, the whiff punish there. See, we talked about the stand heavy punch, right? The neutral from Marisa is kind of like her biggest weakness, so having those charge punches means you still have to be in close quarters. Can't be whiffing those. Drive reversal. Now has the corner. Forward heavy kick. So MikeX right now has the level 3. Still has the opportunity to get a clean hit. There it is. Goes for the level 1 instead. Doesn't want to watch the animation. Doesn't want to take Marisa to Memphis for a wedding. Sad days.
He knows she's taken. He said, you know what? It's as simple as that. Low forward, level 1 super. That's shades of Street Fighter 5 right there. Low forward V trigger. Bang, 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 bang.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, actually, just the V trigger button. Maybe MikeX has a V trigger button on deck. He doesn't know he's playing Street Fighter 6.
A little macro on there, just like the good old days.
Yeah, bro. You need every now and then you need that nostalgia, right? You gotta have that feeling of, oh yeah, this is like the good old days. Like you mentioned, you cross medium punch. You got the low forward level 1 as in the V trigger. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. I'm curious if we're gonna see more Lukes trying to hit confirm the low forward target combo, because that is hit confirmable, but before it was only +1, now it's +2 after this patch, which means that you get like a real strike throw after it. So I am curious if people will go more for it mid-screen, but it's one of those things where like, why not spend the meter, right?
Well, here's the thing, right? Because there are certain characters, like actually, since we're looking at Marisa, that's one of the characters where you definitely want to try and confirm that. And I think with Luke right now, he didn't really have that damage that he needed before, so he couldn't afford to give that up to get a clean hit. But yeah, maybe right now, yeah, that might be a good time. Duel Kevin was really good at that.
Big drop to start off Flux, but Flux, we were talking about him earlier, actually, on the Aki instead of the JP, playing both characters right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Aki got a few buffs as well.
Flux has a very strong Aki, very strong JP as well. And right now, making a really good starting point here in this round.
I was gonna say he was moving, like he was doing light slide, medium side, he was just moving around. The Street Fighter 5 whipping throw in your face, jumps over the reversal too. Great call out from Nimbus. That's safe in burnout, calling out the one option that could have kept FluxWave alive.
Yep. Yeah, Ken, one of the few characters that actually has really good punishes for this, that standing light kick.
That was so sneaky.
Laid overhead, yeah.
He hit the first hit of the fireball, and then the second hit with the overhead. That was insane.
Pretty expensive though. I mean, even when you have situations like that, even when the round's going well, you have to be extremely careful if you find yourself in a bad spot. But no, so far it's working out. Nimbus with the tech. Now the question is, there it is. I was gonna say this. If Nimbus can have any kind of advantage right now, FluxWave has to make a big decision. Am I gonna spend this meter to close out this round? Just the DI, and it works out with the drive rush cancel, and we're gonna take this match point, at least game point.
Yeah, deciding to go for the DI was sometimes, like we said earlier, sometimes it's better for you to guess. And was Nimbus ready for that level 3? Well, clearly not. But trying to go for the whip punish, crouching heavy kicks flying.
kick, drive first cross, heavy punch, goes for the gen right kick straight into the level 3. The replenishing of that drive gauge, hold the corner here.
Yeah, trying to see. This is a really scary amount of drive to have against Ken too, because you block a stand heavy punch, but oh no, you're not blocking, you're jumping over. Never mind.
I mean, we talked about that with Aki, right? Cross-cutting Aki is extremely difficult. We saw that attempt with Akuma in the previous one of the previous games, and clearly it looks like Nimbus tried that as well, didn't pan out. Oh, this is definitely round over, but jumps over. Never mind.
He knew when the stand heavy kick was coming. He knew where the gap was to jump, but it's not over yet. You still gotta win. And the heavy EP to chase down the back jump. Nimbus, he's locked in right now.
Yeah, this time FluxWaveZ jumps backwards and not forward. That actually could have made a big difference. And you saw that as well. You mentioned it, the jump out at the exact right time. That's a read you have to make if you're playing against Aki and you're in burnout.
Okay, medium punch is flying. Gonna go for the heavy lash into maybe safe jump. Yes, sir. Sometimes you gotta keep it the classic once again. And that stand jab string is like deceptively good. Because if you do that jab into the heavy bubble, it's actually completely safe. There's not even any gap. Wow, that throw actually killed thanks to the poison ticking down. I didn't even think that would kill. I thought it was another guess.
Yeah, the poison is one of those things that kind of sneaks up on you. You ask yourself, how did I even get here? And Aki's just scheming away at a distance.
Like looking from behind a wall, like, hey.
Yeah. Oh.
How you doing there? I see you're looking mighty purple today.
Yeah. You had some grape juice earlier? What's going on? Come on, you.
Is that grape crush? And does have that purple costume.
It's true, yeah. It's one of those things. Well, sometimes you can have the scummy tactic where you wear certain colors to throw off your opponent.
Oh no, another drop!
Oh, and
just
again,
like the first round.
It would be a simple combo here, heavy DP. Yeah, doesn't have to spend any super there. Ken having that privilege of doing the same combo route and then kind of gauging what should I do to end this. And it's gonna go into the final round here with all the drive gauge, all the super moves.
Yeah, it's definitely something that's very present. Like you mentioned, having that choice, that time to decide, is such a privilege to have among some of the top tiers. Like Ken and Akuma, like for example, with Dragon Lash with Ken and like Light Tatsu for Akuma. Straight into level 3. Wants to get that drive gauge back. You don't want to be low on gauge against Aki. It's not worth it. It's never worth it.
Yeah, it isn't, but also has the opportunity to burn Aki out. Ooh, stops the gen right kick, maybe hoping for a parry attempt there from FluxWaveZ, but it doesn't come. Walk forward, throw.
Finds the gen right. It's not gonna kill though. He needs one more, and he finds with the low forward. Nowhere to run.
Yeah, that 7-frame crouch medium kick is extremely powerful, especially when you're talking about closing the round. There's nowhere for your opponent to go. They cannot walk away.
Oh my lord. He's about to eat like 60% here. Okay, maybe a bit less. He's not going for supers, but still, the amount of damage, corner carry, safe jump, and that's the rest of your life gauge. You're dead. That's the round gone.
Combo just doesn't stop. FluxWaveZ.
There it is.
Level 1. Yeah, just that puts you in the bubble. You can't breathe, but survives. Drive reversal. Yo, is this opportunity? No, just flies at you.
Yeah, that dive's so much better nowadays, especially against a fireball without a recovery like Ken's. But if there was any character that could have come back there, you know, let me put it this way. I would never bet against Ken Masters.
Especially not in this matchup. Aki already doesn't have any way to fight back, even with meter, right? Outside of like very committal supers and stuff like that, like perfect parry attempts.
Yeah.
If Ken gets back in, especially when you're in burnout, yeah, you're gonna hold some pressure.
Yeah, you're gonna have to hold that shit forever, essentially. You're gonna have to hold those heavy punches, but right now Ken's the one in burnout.
Look at that low profile, getting that punish, kind of heavy punch whip, and that's going straight into the level 2, stabs on the floor. Not quite, but you are poisoned. And Aki is not burnt out, that is it.
Yeah, you have to try for something. FluxWaveZ scoring his first game of the set too, puts himself on the board, keeps himself alive. With a pretty dominant third game, to be honest with you. That was really fast.
Yeah. I mean, you were talking about the damage that was coming out right at the beginning of that round, so. That's
true. The self-fulfilling prophecy sometimes.
Light punches and the tick throw. Yeah, that's one of those tick throws where you really don't want to deal with when the Ken player still goes for the attempt on the conversion, but then it's like, oh, it didn't work out. Well, that's sick. Go and hold the throw anyway.
Oh.
This shimmy.
We've all been there. We've all been there, man. I see myself in FluxWaveZ in that round. Like the one where he loses, that he's just like me.
And you see that FluxWaveZ does the OD fireball, but if you're wrong, you have to spend another OD just to survive the situation. Now facing potential burnout, depending on how this round goes.
Yep. Oh, finding the poison activation, though, gets a knockdown into punish counter throw. That's huge.
Oh, that's going to be a side switch, but spends the drive gauge. I don't know if I agree with that. I think just a regular combo would have done fine.
Okay.
Maybe Nimbus getting, yeah, Nimbus definitely, I think, overextended with that drive gauge. Maybe just like looking at the hit without worrying about the drive gauge. Sometimes we get caught up, right? It happens.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you're just like, you know what, surely I can spend a little bit just to get Oki here, and then but one wrong decision like that just tumbles into this web of errors, essentially. Characters like Aki and Manon, I think they share like this very common trait where they can't really put you in burnout. You put yourself in burnout against those characters, and that's not where you want to be. But I think he heard us. He was like, you know what? My drive gauge is staying green this entire round. The whole round, I'm at 6 bars, bro.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you're touching grass. Always stay green. Shout out the ice. I think that's ice. I'm pretty sure.
It sounds like something he'd say, yeah. Keeping up the pressure though, FluxWaveZ. He wants damage. He just needs one hit here. Oh no, no confirm.
Kick, yeah, no confirm there. That would have been over actually. And the head kick again. Yo, all right, we're gonna go to the last game.
Yeah, set is tied up. Like we got, hold on.
All
Flux
right.
is looking like he's finding his rhythm slowly but surely.
I mean, as you mentioned before, like I think Flux has been playing pretty solid and stable the whole time. I think what we've been seeing a lot of the instability in gameplays from Nimbus. Nimbus putting themselves in burnout that one time made such a big difference in that game. And now we're facing the situation again. I think if Nimbus just kind of maintains the same mentality that was the case in the first game and the first 2 games, then maybe it'll be more stable.
Yeah. Oh my god, you were speaking of stability. He was looking so good, but just, oh wait, all of a sudden another drop. That heavy lash, it's a different combo this time, but that heavy lash has been like the bane of FluxWaveZ existence.
Oh, and Doug's under. Yo, that was sick.
Goes under the driver's jab, and those shades of fog.
Immediately the eyes again. That was low forward run, given no opportunity to do whatever it was trying to do there. And FluxWaveZ, yeah, gonna go straight for the level 2, send you full screen. I don't know how you're gonna win this one, Nimbles. I have no clue. What are you gonna do here? The dive, yes, that was definitely.
You're gonna die.
You kind of had to block that fireball. There was no way out of that.
Yeah, that's definitely one of those situations. It's a situation where there is no correct answer because you're not supposed to be there in the first place. You never want to be there. And speaking of places you never want to be, I mean, welcome back to the corner in Ken Masters' world.
I mean, worth mentioning, right? As you say that, FluxWaveZ has been in the corner almost every single round within the first few seconds.
Oh, Lord. And this whole round just going in Nimbus' favor. I mean, like you said earlier, you were talking like about stability again. Like when Nimbus gets those rounds where he's just like, you know what? I get knockdown, pressure, like over and over. He's in his element.
Yeah, I mean, I think Nimbus has the offensive Ken figured out. I think right now it's a question of resources. Again, going against a character like Aki, right? You can't make those mistakes. You can't give her opportunities. Because things can go bad very fast. This is going to be burnout.
Oh, yeah. I mean, speaking of not giving her opportunities, yeah. Burnout, you're turning gray, and now you've got to defend against the most devious special you've ever seen.
If you're Nimbus at this point, I'm thinking, make them spend that level 2, right? Take them to the corner, make them commit, and yeah, that's exactly what
that
Nimbus
level 2 is not even invincible.
Keep going.
Though. Oh, what a back throw! Wait, hold on. Wait, Flux is still in this. Hold on.
Oh, and then level 1
too.
One more on the table. Didn't come earlier, but Flux
gets the drive gauge back.
Yep. Oh, that was so close. That was so close.
Dry rush. Back throw. Oh my god, what a way to end the set. Nimbus, aka Axel, coming in on top in the last round at the pretty much the last interaction really against FluxWaveZ. Holy, that's the second set of the night, man. What is going on?
I mean, we talked about this at first, right? The brackets are stacked. You know, like these brackets look like what it looks like after you make it out of pools at a major tournament, right? This is what it looks like.
Does.
We're not even in top 24 territory yet. We're already seeing matches like these.
Or
legends going up against each other. It's insane. Round 2.
If we look at the bracket, Riddles actually lost to Mozart, the Blanca player. Now Campaine from earlier is fighting Zykles.
And that was Axel. We apologize, Axel. We called you Nimbus the whole time because of your CFN.
Oh yeah.
Apologies. But yeah, so Axel moves on to play against Sleeping Sheep for top 24 winners.
JB is sitting in winner semifinals of his pool as well, where he's going to be waiting for the winner of Triforce Legend and Doma. And they're playing right now. What's looking like in the other pools?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to open all the pools. I need a tab per pool. I can do this because these pools are insane.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I can't, like, what is this? You could look at every single pool. This could be like its own tournament. Like,
yeah, shout out to Nia Judai and Duel Academy for a turn. Like, this is awesome.
Yeah, shout out. NuckleDu winning his hit in his pools as well on winner's side, where he's gonna be Liquid O and Elder Goose. EnzoTheHokage as well, waiting on Complex 90 and Lazybordem. That's a Marisa player, actually, Lazybordem, right?
Yep. That is a Marisa player.
I see them in so many rank streams whenever I watch someone during work hours. There's always someone going like, they get a Marisa player, they're like, oh, that's Lazybordem. They know. That's the only fella crazy enough to still do it.
Yep. So looks we got JB in here already. Cool. Of course, JB's probably more than likely going to be rocking that Rashid. I don't think JB. I saw like something like a post on Twitter or on YouTube, like JB switching to Jamie for real. I'm like, all right, dude, sure. Sure, all right.
No, bro, Rashid has like some scaling on a slide, man.
No, I mean it's how it is, right? Like if you touch a character for even one moment, it's like if you ever watch streamers, right? They touch a character for one moment.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Oh, you drop Kimberly. It's like, no, I'm just trying to see what they do. Like, can I go to character select screen for a second? Is that okay? What is this?
I've seen a lot of that as well. Doma on the ever trusty Kimberly, who's, like you said earlier, coming out of vacation a little bit, feeling a little bit refreshed.
Yeah.
Most notably, that stand heavy punch is a menace nowadays. She also has more links from her stand medium kick. Well, she has so many things in general. Like you'll notice probably this character goes into burnout a lot less from her offense. A lot better meterless pressure.
She's been given some tools, even like the forward heavy kick, building more meter. They want her to use that more. So she's kind of allowed some freedom on those drive rush cancels, maybe just more drive rushes in neutral. Speaking of, JB almost burnt out. Yeah, Doma gonna spend his super here to keep the drive gauge low.
Going for the can, going for the Oki instead. Into that stand heavy punch. Look at all that drive gauge gone from chipping with a heavy now. You don't have to chip with stand medium kick anymore. Misses the Judah drop though. Hold on.
Yeah, you see that sweep there with the whip punish. Backdashes and then goes straight for the anti-air. That was guaranteed. Sick there from Doma. Yeah, I like that. The backdash and then be like, oh, you're in the air. You didn't throw me. Sick. I'm just going to do my cross heavy punch and then, run out. Sick. Appreciate it, dog. Could've done it without.
Oh my god. The drive rush light vagabond. Hold on. We're entering this kind of territory, huh? This is what we're doing tonight? In the second round?
I mean, you got to let them know, right? They're checking your drive rush. You got to let them know.
Oh, man.
JB going for the level 2. I mean, at this point, you got to try and replenish the drive. You can see the buttons here. Yeah, going to get about 3 bars before this is over.
So much momentum on it going his way right now off of that one knockdown, and all of a sudden it's looking dangerous for Doma.
Yeah, more than likely if JB does take this round, he will have another level 2 in round 3. Oh, that's level 1 on wake up. Okay, committing to it.
Yeah, I think
and spends the bomb. Yo!
Wait, hold on.
This is Kimberly in the corner.
She's got a setup here. She's got a safe jump.
Oh, yo,
that was the eye.
Who's gonna expect that?
The staircase combo as well. Oh, the whole way.
Level 2. Yeah, that was sick. That was sick. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? Did you expect the DI?
Hey, listen. I got hit. I can't lie. I can't lie.
You mentioned go back to the basics, right? We're over here thinking about high, low, left, right. What do they have cooked? It's like DI.
Yeah, sometimes all you need is a color red. Like, what you know this guy is gonna block. You just blocked a jump in, save jump in burnout. What are you doing? You think you're mashing super? No, brother. You're scared for your life. Going to the target combo, drive rush low forward. That's also classic as well. That's a real string. You gotta hold that shit, and she's like +5 in your face off of that. Just always been such a good pressure tool for her.
You see that stand heavy punch coming out more and more. The thing about having buttons that are that good is sometimes you have to learn how to hold yourself back from pressing it. It can become a bad habit if you're too finicky and like flinchy with it.
Yeah, it starts getting obvious. People start playing around it. Man, well, like all of a sudden, like it's looking so much worse.
Yeah, the strength can become a weakness pretty fast if you're not careful. But right now,
like the way Doma's playing right now, though, throwing out that sweep at range 2, trying to score maybe a little cheeky knockdown, but JB's drive rush cancel is gonna find the round.
Driver's council, you need a whole council to tell you what to do.
That's my French side coming out. My bad. Pardon my French. And heavy punch too. Heavy Vagabond EX Zuna drop all the way into the corner, into level 3, getting the install. That's one of the things too worth mentioning with Kimberly that's always like just been such a nice thing to have. Being able to use her at level 3 early because you still get value out of using it early. Compared to other characters where they're like, you know what, I kind of don't want to spend the super right now. I want to save it for like the next round. Kimberly players, they don't feel bad about it. They go, you know what, I'll spend it. I get a buff.
Yeah, and getting those opportunities to get those hits in neutral is just as important as getting that damage sometimes. It depends on who you're fighting against.
Doma though is going to have to find his way out of the corner without a super right now. Not ideal against Rashid, but nothing's ideal. Nothing's ideal against the Great Desert Storm.
Less than ideal right now. You're going to face the desert itself. The gods of the wind conspiring against you. Yeah, that's going to be it.
No.
All right.
Even though Kimberly might be a queen, she's, you know, what is a queen to a god?
That is true. That is true.
Plus frames as well. Backdashing out of that jab. Find himself in the corner real quick though. That's something this character's never lagged. That's quarter carry. Look at that. Ooh. Off of one slide.
It's particularly strong when she has you in the corner. You have to make some executive decisions. Yeah. Safe jump here. Goes for the overhead. Ooh. Knocks JB right back down. JB tries to jump out.
Whip punish on that sweep. Earning himself out Doma. But I mean JB doesn't have that many resources to play with right now. And Doma's got the whole screen. Level 1 as well, calling out the throw. Doesn't even need the can anymore. This is season 2.
That is true. And it is nice that she not only does she have the option to use the can will not come out if you're holding it and it kills, right? So you can kind of just hold it safely if it's a close call like that. You don't have to worry about confirming anything.
Another one.
Oh, that
was
not on purpose. Absolutely no way that was on purpose. JB is gonna pay dearly for that one as well. Goes to the level 2, then try and control the drive gauge and still has the corner.
Yeah, no, he's gonna have to guess for game off of that error.
Guesses correctly again. And the DI, but no, it's the full charge one. Breaks the armor.
Spends the level 2 as well. Gonna take him all the way to the corner here, finds the counter hit. Gonna send a tornado forward.
She's not gonna build the level 1. You have to get hit by this. Oh, this is terrifying. That sucks.
Yeah, he's gonna die off of this too.
Yeah, that is it.
Spend level 1.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Even.
Completely irrelevant. The moment you're in that situation, you kind of have to take that hit on that DI cancel. You have to take the hit. You have no choice. Blocking it just means you're gonna die for sure.
Oh, sorry. I meant JB for that call.
No, I know. I was referencing the point before because in that situation with Kimberly, right? Yeah, you have to take that stand heavy punch. You have no choice. Blocking it means death. And JB has, he's gonna just do the combo until you die. It doesn't matter whether he spends level 1 or not.
Yeah, that's true. Gonna send a level 2 again, finding another counter hit at the same spot this time. Sending the tornado forward. No, wait, there's no tornado left. Little missed time, but I mean, you're still guessing for game essentially here.
Oh, the throws. JB just abusing this throw loop situation, and Doma finally has a chance to fight back. What's it gonna be? Puts down the can. Yeah, the meaty there on the stand heavy kick. Goes straight for the level 3. I mean, you mentioned not having to do it early before, but at this point, you really don't have a choice no matter what character you are.
Yeah, I mean, now they're both at 1 hit from death, essentially.
Yes.
JB's at 1 hit from drive gauge being burned, and it is. He's gonna have to find a level 1, maybe. Gonna go in the air. EX Tatsu, not quite.
What's it gonna be?
Oh, the double KO!
Crazy.
That's one of the changes she got in this patch. That light vagabond is -4 now, so in burnout, that's 0.
That's 0, yeah. Maybe JB didn't read the patch notes, or maybe just have the muscle memory. But good thing from Doma just to say, you know what? I'll call this an even trade. If we have to go even here, I'll go for that. But I'm not losing this round.
He said, you know what? I ate like 4 level 2s just in these one like couple rounds. I'm fine with getting double KO here. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, so that would mean then that that game doesn't count, I would assume.
I think they both get 1 off of it, from what I see.
It depends on the tournament rules. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I'm just from the one we have in the stream right now. They both got 1 from that.
All right, our Lord Neo has spoken. Looks like we're at 2-2. Hopefully
You're
the
so
players
right.
know that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess they're gonna find out. And I'm not sure JB knows, but he's 1 round away from winning the set. Doma's 1 round away from losing.
Hey, sometimes it's better to not know the situation you're in. It gives you a little bit more freedom, a little bit, a little bit looser.
Yeah, a little bit less stress.
Yeah. And here we go, another great desert storm. The gods of the desert have spoken again. You're gonna get thrown twice. What's it gonna be? Kicks it at her.
Oh, no.
My goodness, it's gonna be a ton of damage.
He's dead.
Yes, JB's not gonna save anything for this one, and JB takes it 3-2.
Such a fast last game. Like off of those few interactions, just 1 knockdown into punish counter, throw, another throw, and then 1 overhead. Just that's all Rashid needs. Like you said, the gods have spoken.
Yeah, I mean, when that storm's on the screen, man, you better have something to say about it.
I can't believe that didn't get nerfed. I can't. I still like watching that round. I'm like, man, they really didn't do anything, huh? We're dealing with this for a little bit while, but I know someone who's not complaining. That's JB. He's like, oh, let's go, because he's got his World Warriors coming up soon as well.
Yeah, this change, I made a tweet about this. This change coming, because I am West Coast, right? I didn't play in the World Warriors, but I'm like, okay, I know the finals are 2 days from now. And then I saw the changes. I was like, minor, or like not that major, whatever, however they phrased it. I'm like, yo, you guys are insane. Like, some of these characters are like you have 2 days to prep for your World Warrior, right? And you're like, okay, great. The one tool that I'm really good at in neutral is gone now, and I have 2 days to adjust. What a shame. We saw Doma use the light vagabond you mentioned. Imagine being in that situation. You're like, oh, okay, I know how this works, and then you die for it, right?
Yeah,
it's insane.
No, I mean, you're 100% right. Like, I think you mentioned Ed in that tweet, actually, right? Was that you?
I did mention.
Yeah. And Ed is like the biggest one. Obviously, we haven't seen one yet, but like easily the biggest nerf top tier like of this patch.
Oh, no, I don't think Ed is by any means bad, but if you're a player who's your World Warrior and you have like less than a week to prepare for it, and then all of a sudden everything you know about stability, your stable tools have changed. That is a bit of a hit.
It's scary.
It's a slap for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely very weird. But right now, Enzo, he's doing something that we all know, that we may not all love, and it's putting you in the corner with Chem Masters.
Yeah, Marisa's not exactly the best at fighting out of the corner, especially a character as good as Ken, being piloted by a player as good as Enzo as well.
Whew. Right option select on the great reaction on the DR, counter hit into the deep. Keeping it simple, Enzo taking the first round of the set against Lazybordem. Man, he loves those Superman punch. That's like the 3rd one.
Yeah, I mean,
already,
right? You gotta limit it. That's what it's really about.
That's true. There's probably gonna be a lot more like experimentation tonight, I assume, from some of these players. But probably not from the Kens. They're here. They're clocking into work. They're like, all right, here we go. Another one.
Business as usual for them for the most part. And nice there. Fireball straight into the level 2. Gonna hold the corner here. Marisa has to make some decisions. You see there with the meaty fireball, making it absolutely sure, to keep Lazybordem in place. And worth mentioning as well, the meaty fireballs don't really work as well against Marisa because her level 1 has armor, right? It really only loses to throws. And the level 2 is gonna go right through it. But I think a lot of the Shoto players still have like the muscle memory of doing that meaty fireball to try and like at least force their opponent to do the level 2.
Definitely. It's definitely one of those things too where when you're around up, you don't really mind if your opponent spends meter. Like Marisa not having access to level 3, that's a pretty big deal.
It is. It's a very big deal. Level 2 Oki is not too great for her compared to her level 3.
Finding punch count throw as well. Trying to bait something out. Now you're already in the corner as well. Lots of text from Lazybordem. He does not want to eat that. Oh, like you said earlier, conversions from lights are just so hard.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get much from it. So if your opponent understands the situation, attempting escapes is pretty safe compared to, trying to fight back.
Oh, no, wait, that's huge. That EX armor being broken once again,
Ooh,
Enzo.
And you see there, it looks like Lazybordem tried to check that driver's for Gladius, but wasn't able to get to that 3rd frame, and the armor wasn't there.
Yeah, like Enzo navigating that situation so well, just knowing exactly like how to make sure he doesn't get cooked by Gladius or an armor or something. Now, most likely gonna go into level 3. No, not quite. Just gonna go for another throw. Blocks that Gladius. Nice punish as well with a stand light kick. That's also still a pretty good button that didn't get touched. Can stand light kick 5 frames, goes so far. You'd think he's playing Sakura, like.
Yeah, I mean, it might as well be, especially against a character like Marisa. Right? Sorry, I misspoke with the Gliders. I was talking about the Pseudo being frame 3, but the Gliders will be frame 5. And with Ken stand light kick, even though it's not a low, it will still interrupt that Gladius. It hits her just low enough, so Ken just gets to walk in and use that button to completely change Marisa's game.
Yeah, it's one of those things where armor's a bit weird. It's not specifically lows, it's upper body armor. Like, it's one of those things that it actually it can affect matchups in like very bizarre ways.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Like it's like sometimes like, oh wait, this button like wins against Gladius? Okay.
Yeah, like,
I guess I'll just press it.
Blanca's crouching medium punch is one of those weird ones sometimes. Or like what's her name, Lily crouch heavy punch. You see that happen, it just beats it clean on the second hit. Yeah, it's like really bizarre.
Yeah, and a character with something as good as Ken's standing light kick is just like so. It just feels good to have against Marisa.
That is true.
It punishes. It gets rid of the like. It beats the armor. Like you're just living life on the fast lane.
Yep.
No cross cut from Enzo.
Lazybordem, I really like the jump out option, especially after detecting the throws so often. You see Enzo that just kind of lets him out.
Yeah, Enzo just on point, those stand heavy kick. Playing at a range where he's not afraid of anything Lazybordem does. He just respond to options by the perfect parry with punishes. Gonna take you back to the corner. He's gonna make you guess.
This time shimmies, but looks like he was maybe looking for the jump as well, just in case. But the cross punch was there. And Lazybordem, I didn't see any press, just kind of got hit clean.
Yeah, perfect parry anti-air.
Oh,
the nose, yep.
Time, yeah. A little bit expensive, but more expensive for Enzo because Enzo was at a deficit of the drive gauge, but now actually has the advantage.
Oh man, these standing heavy punches, they take so much off the drive gauge. Great parry from Enzo though. Keeping his drive gauge healthy, speaking of. But realistically, all Lazybordem needs is one hit, but hold on. Might get put in the corner here.
And I like that, not doing the DP, just doing the 2-4 dashes. I believe that gets him at +4, +5.
Yeah. Gives him better Oki in exchange for less damage, essentially.
I mean, off a perfect parry, you're not going to get much there, especially on Marisa. Nice there to delay, but doesn't get the combo. This is a big opportunity for Lazybordem. Could actually make the comeback past the back throw.
Put back in the corner. It's getting dangerous right now.
He gets the +1 on the 4 dash, and Enzo does absolutely nothing, not wanting to risk it. Oh, and that's gonna be the level 3 on the fireball. That was crazy. Enzo, not afraid to fight back. Again, we talked about it. You mentioned the 5-frame stand like it, but let's not forget the 7-frame crouch medium kick that Ken had. The monster of a Shoto that he is.
Yeah, that's something you brought up earlier, and just like finishing the round off the Shotokan Classic. Again, the French is just coming out, is just trying, oh, you know, but like you said, le classique, le Shotokan Classique. But it's like you said earlier, like it's just that 7-frame, and that's the Shotokan Classic. Low forward, fireball, super, you know? Why complicate things? Yeah, when it works, it works.
All reliable, bro. That's been around since the days of like, what, Street Fighter 2, pretty much.
Yup. That's what people say. They think of Street Fighter. They're like, oh, hello guys.
Yeah, low forward fireball. That's Street Fighter, right? That's not what you guys do? Crazy.
Basically. I mean, that's something that got buffed like crazy for Ryu too this patch, actually. Worth mentioning. I don't know if we'll see if there's any Ryu players in the bracket tonight that we're going to see, but he's I think, in my opinion, he's the biggest winner of the patch.
I think Ryu definitely is creeping up very slowly. Not slowly in the sense that like the strengths are minuscule, but more so that it's not being noticed by many people. And that crouch medium kick change was, when I saw that, I instantly thought, wait, this means he can now do moves and frame trap easier or have less gaps, right? Now, I didn't think about the fireball off the bat. I was thinking more like, what about like donkey kick or hashigeki? You know, because I already thought the low forward fireball was already good. But then when I saw that, I was like, oh, now you really get to decide how much of a gap you want to leave by choosing the fireball you're going to use from the furthest distance. That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's just like, at this point, in my opinion, Ryu is definitely one of my favorite characters to like just think about in this game. He's got so much going on for a character that people call French vanilla, because once you get your hands on that character and you really start exploring your options for like pressure and like fishing for counter hits or damaging drive. Like you have options for everything, and all of them are like accessible. Like they feel good to use. And now, like with that change too, it's gonna be so annoying to get in on this character. But on top of that, that forward heavy kick going into regular Tatsu is incredible. Like that change for me, that's the biggest change of the patch in terms of buff. If we had to go for like a single change, that is crazy, because that button's hard to interact with for some characters.
Yep. No, I mean, Ryu does have some buttons that are terrifying. The thing about it is Ryu's toolkit is not as obvious. It's not like Ken, where it's like Jinrai is a monster that you have to kind of dissect to a much further point before you can even fight against it. So with Ryu, it's like, okay, it's straightforward, so it doesn't feel as oppressive. But whenever you have two, let's say you're a defender defending against Jinrai and you understand it, versus a defender defending against Ryu and you understand Ryu, it kind of ends up being evenish. You know, it's like, okay, this is equally terrifying, right? But Jinrai is kind of like this, like, forced 50-50. I think I mentioned that term before. It's like a forced 50-50. But Ryu has a lot of forced 50-50s as well, and his buttons are good. And you're right, though. It does feel very satisfying when you use them properly.
It's definitely one of those things you bring up force 50-50. It's a very interesting way to like compare them, because Ryu kind of puts you there, like he kind of has that like that one hit though. I think part of the reason why Jinrai is so annoying is because you see it coming. You know it's coming.
There's nothing you can do about it.
You block the first hit and you're just like, well, here we are. Meanwhile, Ryu hit just like, oh god, I got hit in the chin by a kick. Like, what is going on? Like, I just out of nowhere.
No,
but, none of these characters are gonna be present on screen right now.
Yeah, I'll talk about that afterwards.
This is a Honda and a Kim player. This is a local Honda player. This is someone I played earlier. He beat me like 32-4 in a custom room.
Slice and Deznere. I like this. So Kimberly, I already like the slide from Kimberly, but Kimberly is one of those characters that like doesn't necessarily have any tools to directly counter Honda, but isn't necessarily lacking in ways for the player to express themselves and kind of move around Honda's tools. So it's like a weird dynamic that they have.
Yeah, it's one of those things where the matchup boils down a lot to, in practice, to who is going to get that first hit, who's going to get that first knockdown. Because neither of them have great defensive options to deal with the others.
And more importantly, you have your perfect parries, Kimberly. That is a big factor in this one. If you do not, 100%. Honda is going to chip at your drive gauge the entire time. But yeah, like you mentioned, Honda has no real way out. He has a gigantic hurt box on the way out, so Kimberly gets across heavy punch almost every time it's inside. Yeah,
that driver's crouch heavy punch, finding the punish counter as well. Gonna go into level 2 here, going for the burnout. Deznere is putting himself in such a good situation. He's got 2 cans still, like he's chilling. Doesn't matter if you're around behind.
Oh, maybe.
Wait, hold on.
That was strange. Maybe just mistimes it, but either way, I don't see. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't see how Slice survives this.
Tried to get himself out of the corner, but the chase down was too much. That's the one thing this character is really good at and has always been. I don't think she's ever not gonna be good at that. Chasing down fools is.
Oh yeah, no. Even Akuma can't get away from it, really. One of the few ones
especially
that can
not
keep him in mind.
Yeah. Oh, blocks the EX headbutt too. Deznere is gonna find himself in such a good situation here. Probably setting up a can here. Yeah, the immediate crouch heavy punch. Wait, drops. Hold on. It's not over quite yet.
At this point, yeah, I was gonna say at this point it kind of is, like, because I also played Kimberly quite a bit myself. Like in these situations where you're in the corner, you have no defensive character, I have all these resources, and you know I have this life gauge. What can you really do to make this comeback realistic?
Yeah, it's really hard, especially for a character like Honda, where you're gonna have to spend some sort of really committal super to get yourself out of that situation. But that being said, if you do find a reversal, like we said earlier, they don't really have many. Kimberly doesn't have any non-committal defensive options herself, so. Oh no, wait, throws the EX headbutt. And another one, we're not afraid here. But finds the slide. Probably not committing super.
Yeah, Dez is not gonna even worry about the level 1. If you spend that, I'm getting back in, I promise you. You're not gonna get out.
Yeah, he's saying, please, bro, I want to go into the next round with less super from you, if possible.
Oh, I like that, the drive bar. Being baited here by Deznere over and over again. Look at this, the run. You saw those buffs come in. Yeah,
Deznere is just running over right now, like quite literally. This is like the 4th run this round. On block. Finds a slide too.
Turns out that's what happens when you buff moves, huh? Oh, this is gonna be straight into level 3. First your elbow, level 3, yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that Vagabond is pretty much the only route you have there to go to level 3. I don't know if it's quite enough, but yeah, it just is.
enough. We were both holding our breath. We were like, this is a big boy. Honda's a big boy. He might live this, but it wasn't enough. She's a menace. She's a menace. And now she's 2-0.
Yeah, those standing punches to run. I was just gonna say that's been the story there for that entire last round. I wonder if Slice can find a way to deal with that. You either have to try and perfect parry it, or maybe I don't know what the changes were exactly with the run. I thought it was pretty much the same as
the run stayed the same, but a lot of her buns just got better essentially, which makes it like it's easier to pressure with run meterlessly. And oh my god, Deznere, that EX teleport, he's trying to get fancy with it. Finds the whip punch too, putting himself onto set point already.
Yeah, it's a set point. Wow. Yeah, that was running all over Slice, and as you mentioned, very literally, looks like Slice has no way to stop this.
Wait, hold on, but you don't have to stop anything if you prevent them from getting started in the first place right now.
That is true. Yeah,
hold on. It's possible. One of those things where unless you do a preemptive drive rush or something, Honda's jumping heavy punch, like changing direction, can be a bit annoying for Kimberly. But
that is true. But you know, you mentioned the preemptive drive rush. It is extremely risky to neutral jump against Kimberly, even in neutral. You know, like if you do that at the wrong time and she's green, ooh, yeah, she might be touching grass, but might be going into a different dimension. Is he gonna go for the level 3? No, just for the bomb. Mix up the throw. Yeah, that's. Oh no!
Oh wait, it's a little bit too late.
That's right. Yeah, that's on the wall slide. It's a little bit later. She would have to throw you immediately after that.
Finds the counter hit off the slide. That slide that also got buffed a lot, but that was just a regular interaction right there. Deznere re-owing Slice, quicking style in. What was it? Was this winners finals of their pool, I think, or winners semi?
I believe that was to make it out in winners. Let me double check that real quick.
Oh yeah, it was. They were both on winner's side.
So they both make it out, but Slice will be making it out through the loser side.
Absolutely. We're getting. I think that was the last winner's side game actually.
That was. So yeah. Deznere is gonna move on to play against Bloo. So what we have in winners right now, we have Punk going up against Axel. We saw Axel play earlier. We've not seen Punk play yet. We have JB going up against Zykles. I'm not sure how it's. I never asked him. Okay, I should probably ask you something. Zykles. Yeah, you just let me call you Zykles to your face and never said anything. Duel, NuckleDu is gonna play up against Enzo, and Deznere against Bloo. So that's gonna be winner's side. And then in losers, we have MikeX. Opponent is going to be decided in a second here. We have Liquido, Lazybordem, Slice, Big Mo, Vasiliak, Sleeping Sheep, and Doma.
Yeah. Big Mo is Mozart, aka as well. But yeah,
Zykles cool.
Zykles, that's a running joke with him. He's one of my friends that I drive around to events and stuff, to ECT, and I think there's about like 9 different pronunciations for his tag at this point. We were counting them at some point.
So the thing is, like, I only hear what other people say, right? So I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, now I've heard 2 of them. Which one is it?
Well, we all know this one though. We all know how Punk is pronounced because this man is everywhere and he doesn't stop winning.
That is true, yeah. And Nimbus has quite the fight on his hand. That sweep has been nerfed, so worth noting. I want to see how that plays out. But if Punk is still using it, maybe, I mean, he could be limit testing just to see what happens.
It very well could be, because it definitely was a situation where I would have loved to see Axel go for the sweep there, but himself not sure, right? It's scary to go against the sweep against Cammy. Ooh, great whip punish though. Up. Standing heavy guy with a little forward. That's a big boy whip punish. Gonna take him to the corner. And worth remembering now that EXTP will kill, but it does not side switch right now. Doesn't need it. Drive rush jab.
Yep. Punk. Playing like Cammy has not changed at all.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, especially with how Punk plays Cammy. You know, these advantages are nice, but you know, with Punk, it's not too worried about like the big damage and the details. It's more about like, can I control you, right? Can I use my fundamentals against you? Cammy's gonna give that to him in full. This is gonna be a lot of damage. Going for an extended combo, completely unnecessary, but wants to feel good about himself. Punk takes the first game.
It's like we said earlier with MikeX, you know, you gotta have fun sometimes. You gotta have a little bit of fun. But yeah, it's a good point you bring up, right? Because it's the Cammy nerf reminds me a lot of when Karine got nerfed in the final season of Street Fighter V, right? Where they nerfed her low forward on whiff, and I'm just thinking like, yo, has Punk ever whiffed this bun?
I mean, it is. You are right though, but there is a certain safety. I think comparing the two, I think you're right on point with that. It could make a bigger difference in the long term, right? Especially if you're playing like really higher level players. You never really know how it's gonna play out. We need to see Punk go up against like a lot of high level players for a while just to see how it really affects him. But it probably affects the other Cammy players significantly.
Definitely. It's definitely one of those things that it makes a character harder to play, but it's very hard to make a character too hard for Punk.
Yeah, well, with Cammy still has the control, so, and you can see that being displayed perfectly right now. Axel with the DP.
I mean, like you're saying about control, like his dive kick is perfectly spaced. The first one he goes for, and it's just like on your toes. Oh, wait, hold on. Makes it whiff the first time there, Axel. Great spacing. Another standing heavy kick. Jinrai Optimal's in the corner. Finding just chipping away at that drive gauge right now, but Punk finds himself some space. Gets himself a breather. Oh, a bit too far for the counter hit, but he baits out the throw with a neutral jump into the level 2. Doesn't need level 3, thankfully. Like you said earlier about like this character is just so nice to be able to go, all right, I'm gonna run Dragon Lash, and you get to choose. You get like it's like the Jeopardy. It's like, okay, what super do you want to use right now?
Yeah, it's a privilege. A lot of characters don't really have that. They have to decide their route pretty early on. And heavy kick there from Punk.
Yeah, worth noting too, that stand heavy kick doesn't go as far on block nowadays. Not as much pushback.
Yeah, I mean, they did do that, but then they changed the frame rate a little bit to make it a little bit safer up close. So now it becomes this weird mix-up of do I want to parry, do I not want to parry, and it can, that's burnout.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Axel for this round.
Yeah, now we're gonna see Punk abuse those dive kicks completely meterless, but checks the spin knuckle, side switch into the safe jump. Punk goes straight for the DI, yeah, of course. Yeah, if you're gonna cancel it, there's not much you can do that cannot be DI. If it's a Dragon Lash, it's a DI. If it's a Jinrai, it's a DI. And Punk gonna take the second game cleanly.
Yeah, that timing on that DI, I mean, like you said, it was such a good decision making from Punk to wait exactly then, because at that point, unless you are looking specifically as Axel, unless you're looking specifically for button to super, you're cooked.
Oh, the whiff punish there on the cross stream punch was beautiful, but doesn't get any conversion off of it.
Yeah, Axel back to old reliable. Oh, finds a conversion though. Not even punish counter quite.
Yeah. Punk's spacing on the dive kicks have been extremely clean.
Yeah, he's catching a lot of moments where Axel thinks like, okay, surely he's gonna want to jump out of the corner or like over me here, but no, he doesn't need to.
And you see that nerf you mentioned there, the DP not switching sides. My brain actually just kind of like glitched. It was not ready for that.
Yeah. Now Punk already on set point.
Yeah, Punk on set point. The driver's crouch light kick to start the round. Trying to put some pressure on that. The walk up stand light punch gets the counter hit and it's converted.
Yeah, situation after this super did get nerfed. Now that fireball not so free anymore.
Yeah, but still gets the side switch. That's still a pretty good consolation prize. You got to keep that on like Cammy's DP.
Yeah, it's nothing to complain about.
Punk so good at doing the DI on these cancels off of the crouching medium kick. There's not much you can do to stop that DI. You have to specifically not cancel it or do something else that is safe, or maybe a true block string.
Oh my god, these whiff punishes and these counter hits from Axel right now that have been out of this world. He is playing out of his mind, keeping himself alive.
Yeah,
maybe the one more, the one time.
Axel's been playing well. I think it's just been this like small critical situations that Punk has been able to capitalize on. Nice conversion there off of the crouching combo.
Up in the corner, Jinrai.
Again, you see, we mentioned that cross medium kick cancel. If you're gonna cancel, it better be a true block string or something else that Punk cannot DI, which I can't think of anything at the moment. It kinda has to be a non-cancel. Kind of try and condition Punk to question that DI.
Yeah, essentially. You haven't made him afraid yet, but that's not an easy man to make afraid, so, you know, I'll forgive you.
Yeah.
But, I mean, right now, he might be sweating a little bit for this one. For this round, specifically. You're going to put him almost in burnout, 1 bar, so a heavy punch into... You can do a heavy punch string here, and if he parry... Oh, wow. Great tech. Great awareness.
Oh, that's going to be it. That's going to be it. Axel spends the DP, and Punk...
Wait,
opting to go for it.
No!
Oh no, Punk tries to be sneaky with the target combo into the charge. But you know what's interesting? I wonder if Punk was just trying to style, if that was just a drop combo. because it was charged, right? If I'm not mistaken, that was fully charged. So what was that about?
So yeah, I think he tried to be like, I'm gonna hit him with the command grab. I think that's what he did.
No, that was the
If
slicer.
I had to guess.
The command grab would have worked. That was the slicer.
Wait, really? You're right. I didn't even. I don't know. I think maybe he messed it up and then he was like, oh shit, and then just held it down. It's possible. I don't know.
I don't know. Knowing Punk, I think Punk was just trying to be funny. To be honest.
That's fair. We were talking about fun earlier, and you know, that might be the case. Gonna go straight into level 2 here. Guarantee the kill for sure in this first round.
Yeah, we're not messing with any target combos. We're going straight for the camp to minimize the scaling. I mean, that was max scaling already, but still, Punk going into set point again.
Yeah, once again. Yeah, that whole round was like felt like 15 seconds max.
Yeah, and that's strange because Cammy's damage mid-screen is really not that high, so she kind of has to take it to the corner to do that much damage. Again, no side switch. My brain is glitching. I swear to you, dude. My brain is glitching.
It feels so good. It feels so good to see. You're like, no longer. But this one though, we're still stuck with that. Whiffs. Oh, a lot of whiffs right now. No punishes though.
Yeah, I think Punk just looking for something clean. Not really need to go for anything crazy. They're gonna go for the level 1. That's gonna be just enough damage.
Punk's gonna take it 3-1 over Axel. Making that last game look easy, but with a little bit of a miscellaneous in the middle there.
Yeah, I thought for sure when I saw the heavy punch target combo into the full charge, I thought for sure it was gonna be hooligan command grab. I thought for sure it was gonna be hooligan command grab. It goes for the slicer, and I was like, well, okay, what was that about then?
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Zykles, another Kimberly player into JB.
Yeah, they're all gonna be entering now.
Oh yeah, they're all coming out of the caves.
Back from vacation, like, oh, crazy.
Standing heavy punch, normal run is real. And they're just like, ripping off their shirt. They're just like, holy shit, I'm so strong now.
Yeah. And JB, of course, with the Platinum Rashid. Nothing to change here. Business as usual.
Yeah.
Baits the parry there with the wind. I actually like that a lot. That's one of those things with Rashid, just like the variety of fireball options he has, just to make you answer in different ways.
Yeah, it's a great point to bring up, especially against a character like Kim that loves to do something like elbow drop, right, or like teleports. Like, it just makes it so those options are not nearly as good as you would think against a slow fireball. Like we mentioned earlier in the Honda and Kim match, well, sometimes when Kim's in the corner, you need those committal options, and that hasn't changed.
Yeah, I mean, the difference maker here is both of these characters kind of have similar leverage on offense compared to a character like Honda, who is more about the big damage, but the offense isn't quite as oppressive as both of these. So Rashid does have ways out, Kimberly does not, right? So it's going to be one of those situations where I think it's on Kimberly to stay out of those bad situations, where Rashid can be a little bit more free reign on it.
Finding the punish on the 4 medium punch. I've noticed JB as well has started parrying those runs after the heavy punches, because those are real now. Going to get the EX Zuna drop into another run. Doesn't even need the follow-up.
Yeah, it's a valid point you brought up earlier, just because of the indirect buffs to the run, right? Because it's being canceled from these normals, that are kind of like serving as assists and partners to the run itself. That's going to be burnt out for sure.
Oh wait, no, not quite. Oh wait, a little bit. Yeah, sorry, my bad. I thought it would last for longer for some reason. Oh, I think level 3 got baited here. It did. Gonna be in burnout in the corner. He doesn't have that much super though, so. Oh no, that's bad. That's it.
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
Heavy punch.
I really like how JB's used his enhancements so far. You saw with the level 2 there, JB gave Zykles a chance to spend the super just in case. Like, hey, I'm gonna try and get this off of you if you're gonna spend it. But if you're not, I'm still gonna burn you out, right? So JB just giving that opportunity to see what happens. If Zykles tap parry, JB was gonna throw it for sure. That was awesome.
Ooh. Baiting out. Zykles noticing. I've noticed the adaptation has been like we're at the second layer already now. That first game, they were just doing like stand heavy punch run, and JB was figuring out, like, okay, what is he looking for? And now Zykles in his head already, but none of that is gonna matter if you get hit by level 2 again, or if you have to block it. God forbid. Find his way over JB though. Like you mentioned, Rashid's pressure is so much scarier than most characters in this game, to be quite honest with you. Like when he's up close, 2 plus frames medium, a bunch of tricky movement options. Drive rush cancels, like what does he not have really?
Yeah, I mean he gets to pick from the buffet for sure. Just, you know, what's gonna be on the plate is the only question.
It's like, oh man, I got all of these options. Oh no, perfect parry. Not gonna find his mark though. Probably not gonna spend the meter here.
Yeah, and we talk about Aki being the burnout queen, but we have to admit, if Kimberly is not in contention, she's definitely a princess of that. She's extremely good at keeping you in tech while you're in burnout.
Definitely, she's the Duchess. It's something, and I'm gonna gas up my boy a little bit here since Zykles is my boy, but like I'm gonna show a little bit of bias here. His burnout pressure is ridiculous. I've observed it for a long time, and it's really impressive to watch. But I mean, speaking of burnout, you're really freaking close. Okay, you're in burnout. Does find him jump over? No, not quite.
Yeah, it turns out Zykles might actually be very good in burnout, as you mentioned, but maybe not the way you meant. Right now, DB gonna completely switch that up on you. The Uno reverse card, throw looping here, tick throws over and over again. We're playing old school Street Fighter. These are plus frames. Yeah, again, no way out. That's gonna be it.
Once again, JB just so consistent in that corner. Like you said, Zykles looked a little bit like Noah for a second there, but it didn't last that long.
Yeah, you were like, yeah, Zykles' burnout pressure is insane as Zykles goes into burnout. I was like, uh-oh,
yeah.
What have you done?
My bad, King. My bad. Wait, hold on. Gonna find a jump over. Puts himself in the corner here. I'm not sure about that, but I mean, you know what? Hop off. Have some fun tonight. Yeah, it's the first day of the patch.
You mentioned the limit testing, right? I mean, we're definitely seeing that. All the Kimberly players seem to be really trying to see how much can I do this standing mini button to run? Like, how much can I really do it?
JB not quite finding the real swing there, so it means he gets a little bit less drive gauge burn, but it might not matter because the throw loop right now, take one, take all. He only needs one more. Oh wait, finds the jab. Hold on, straight into the CA. Oh, he regened a little bit of gauge. He's not quite in burnout yet. That is a really big difference when it comes to Rashid character with an EXDP. So this whole game is gonna hinge on the decision here. And the air reset. Great decision from JB. I like what I see there. Knowing, you know what, he's gonna go for something weird. I'm just gonna make him whiff. Taking the second game. And now that's a real mix nowadays. That standing heavy punch into run. If you're fighting a Kimberly, you gotta be careful where you match. And that, wow, the EX air kick actually punishing the overhead. Finding himself into the next corner already. Into the DI, that was cheap as hell. That didn't even look like a DI. Find himself a fake safe jump into the low. JB is looking in his element right now. Doesn't quite have the level 2, but it doesn't matter. He's got the damage, like we said. Rashid's options, just a buffet. Jumps over the reversal too. JB gonna place himself comfortably into set point right now. One round away. Didn't even have to spend any bar for that. Zykles is gonna have to find some sort of option. The overhead gets stuffed by the EXDP. JB fine with just hanging out, trading buns. Backdash level 2. Not much Kimberly can do about that. Now you're in the corner.
Yeah, holds the parry there, but then the throw, of course. JB just waiting for any reason to walk up and throw.
Oh yeah. Find the plus frames as well. Zykles once again in burnout. But he does have the corner this time. It's going to be a question of whether or not JB can find his way out. Avoid getting hit by a bun super or something like that.
Oh yeah, oh that
the level 3.
Been, yeah, actually that could have been canceled.
Yeah.
Okay, gets the meter back now.
Makes his way out of burnout, but burnout or not, it doesn't matter. This character's got throw loops, and I think that super got baited.
Yeah, it got baited. Yeah, and Zykles was fighting there for survival, but not quite enough to survive JB with the pristine offense. Guessed right pretty much every time there. Zykles gonna fall just short as JB takes it.
A clean 3-0, and unfortunately, Kimberly not broken quite enough for you to go into burnout twice around. But
yeah, no,
it is how it is.
It takes a special skill set in the character and a special skill set in the player to go and burn out that often and then survive against a character like Rashid or Ken, right? Like those are characters that are going to punish you heavily for being in that situation, especially in the corner. So it is what it is. Zykles just, you know, the strategy wasn't necessarily matching up with the new buffs. Maybe just needs a little bit more time to figure out the details of that.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a question of and since I know I can defend him a little bit, I'll defend him a little bit. He's been on Ken recently, you know. He's been playing other characters. He's been messing around, you know. Kimberly just came back from vacation. She's like, yeah, hey, what are you doing over there with that guy? Get over here. Come practice run stop loops for me. Yeah, exactly.
What's your favorite color again? Or change? Oh, okay.
You know, it's my birthday next week, right? It's like, oh.
Dang it.
Oh, dang it.
Getting back together with your high school crush after 10 years of your 10-year reunion, you're like, oh yeah, I knew that.
For sure, babe.
You've changed a little bit. But yeah, you mentioned the standing medium punch into the run, and we saw a lot of that, especially just comparing side by side with Zykles and Deznere, right? That was one of the most prominent, I would say the most utilized tool that was across the board for both of them. Just like we saw that happen every single round pretty much, unless I missed one. So that's going to be a prominent tool for the Kimberly players, I think. But then we also saw Zykles use the forward heavy kick. But speaking of heavy kick, NuckleDu dang.
Ooh. I love dude, Guile's heavy kick. Like, I mean, you were talking about it. It looks so like beefy in this game. Like that's an American heavy kick.
That's Sparta, bro. That's Sparta. It feels personal when you get hit by that, especially into the level 3.
It's like right in the gut. You're like, oh god, man, what the hell, bro? The walk forward throw gonna get stuffed out by the jab. Enzo not impressed by NuckleDu right now. He said, come on, man, why don't you try that? Round 1.
Enzo's here to play.
That's so bad doing work right now for NuckleDu this round though. Hold on, second counter hit it finds.
Yeah, we've seen this consistently from Ken players doing the drive rush from the corner and then the cross heavy punch run stop. Enzo often go for the Tatsu instead of the side.
EX flash kick going through the fireball though. Always be charging. Know your ABCs. NuckleDu not quite gonna find it though. It's looking scary.
Yeah, right now.
Any hit could lead to it.
NuckleDu is gonna try and get that level 3, I'm sure. But Enzo, oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, I was gonna say you just mentioned that, right? Enzo at this point is like, dude, whatever happens, I cannot get hit clean. Whatever hit he gets me with has to be a straight hit.
That's dangerous. You know when someone does drive rush, like round start, drive rush overhead, you're like, okay, my bad. Okay, that's what we're doing. Like, you know you have to be on your toes. Because they're about to get hit with some diabolical shit.
That is true. That's the advantage of having a really good drive rush option, because your opponent kind of opts out to just parrying as opposed to trying to check it. And then that drive rush overhead is so good because it's delayed.
Someone like something like Bison doing it as well. Like those are so good.
Oh yeah, you're gonna try and check me? Good luck.
Yeah. I've been there on the receiving end.
Yep.
Oh, gonna go into the
air
sliders though. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean that was pretty much guaranteed burnout. So I like that from Enzo, just like getting ahead of it. Just doesn't want to give the space as well as a drive gauge. So at least has a chance to fight back down and get that drive gauge.
And unlike Rashid level 2, if you drive reversal, there's not a tornado on stream.
Ooh, that was brilliant! Ooh. The only way to survive that pretty much was a back throw, at least like from a defensive position. And Enzo is gonna go for the level 3 here. Barely misses the burnout. OD fireball for sure. OD fireball, yes, yeah, that's guaranteed. There's nothing NuckleDu can do about this.
Yeah, no, that was a great sequencing from Enzo there. I mean, you popped off for good reason. That was just so nice. He just maneuvered through that situation like a master.
Yeah, and I like the OD fireball there as well, because I was thinking about it, right? If you're NuckleDu, you're thinking, I have to perfect parry this. It's pretty much your only option.
Yeah. Good luck perfect parrying both hits.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like if you do, I mean, you're different. If you do, at that point you get the round. If it's me, for my money, like I'm good.
I think that's the equivalent of like an evil moment 37, right? Like when you're in a situation like that. Like imagine someone like Ryu does a level 1, right? And you have to perfect parry every hit or you burn out. That's the only equivalent that I can think of that's similar to that.
It's one of those things where like, okay, like lock in, otherwise like you're cooked. Though not finding the counter hit confirmed there. Gonna keep the pressure up instead. Oh my god, the boot to the face.
Oh, tries to bait the parry there. I think it doesn't come out from Enzo. Medium Tatsu.
No!
That had to be a misinput.
Yeah, must have been. Not sure what it was. Probably crouch medium kick or something.
Yeah.
Oh, well, here's the first one.
Maybe that's what that was. That could have been a stand like attempt that it just didn't come out.
Yeah, he might have gotten counter hit out of it.
Ooh, that was sick. Gets the perfect parry and then does the OD fireball straight into this technique into the level 2. That was clean. But NuckleDu walks up on wake up. Says, I know you're scared. I know you're scared. You're a kid. I've been a kid before. Where's that confidence?
Oh man, he did exactly like he did in the first round. He was like, you're not ready for this again.
Yeah, no, I like that. Also, starting this round again with the drive rush like you mentioned, but Enzo ready with the cross medium plus to check it.
Just keeping the booms at bay here, you're chilling. You know, if you're a God player, I mean, when you're in that corner with your back to the wall, you know, you just have to create some space with the booms and then drive rush behind them. That's basically like a way most God players will get out. Because at that point, the only real way to stop it is either find a really lucky jump or something like a perfect parry, like drive rush jab, something. But it's so hard to do against this character. Like boom timings are such a hard thing to keep track of, especially against such a good player like NuckleDu.
Yeah, I mean, you better be sure NuckleDu is keeping track of your parry tendencies as well. So. Oh, flash kicks through the fireball right after the upside down kick. He knows he's gonna retaliate. He has the charge ready. With punish, that's gonna be it. Straight into the level 1 for sure. Is that gonna kill?
He was so ready for that. Wait, not enough. Oh, that's cheap. Oh, the fireball, so smart. Finds it. Wait, hold on. I mean, he's got to find some way to live here, Enzo. It's looking scary.
Yeah, walks up into the neutral medium kick. NuckleDu knows that that's the only way out in that situation. And NuckleDu. Hold up 1 second. What is going on?
What is going what?
What is going on here? Enzo was looking so strong. NuckleDu is just adapting.
I mean, that's what happens. Like, one of those things that people mention in this game, like experience, you know? It doesn't matter. And sometimes, sure, you're like, I don't know, like 12 and you can react to drive impact, but like, NuckleDu, he's got kids. He's got a stream set up, and he's been throwing booms before you were born.
That's true.
Like,
you know
listen.
You're right. NuckleDu knows how to put them in detention, put them in the corner, punish them for their decisions. He has experience with this.
Exactly. He's like, hey, your ass is gonna be mowing the lawn at some point. Just no sphere. Look at the moving forward with Guile like that. That's how you know that's a real one.
Oh my
did it work?
goodness. Yeah, that was actually brilliant from Enzo there. NuckleDu tries to stop. You see him try to stop himself with the jab. Maybe the throw whiff would have been a better pick there, but Enzo was ready with that level 3.
Yeah, that level 3 just like too fast to bait there in that situation. Like I said, like perfect parry level 3 is such a hard input to do in the first place and not mess it up. Like with the drive rush buffer and everything, and finds a drive rush jab. Trying to get a lead here in this set. Still 1-1.
Yeah, I mean Enzo kind of had to pull something out of his hat at that point, but NuckleDu right now sitting on 3 bars of super.
Stand like it. What a whiff punish with the sweep as well.
Yep. Enzo trying to get a life lead. He's trying to get a life lead, but if NuckleDu can keep the life lead somewhat equal and just keep the situation, that level 3 is gonna matter a lot more. And it's looking like that's going to be the case. NuckleDu has a gigantic life lead. Any hit here should do it if it's clean enough.
Ooh, stayed heavy punch, finds a counter hit. Not sure if that might have been like a flash kick, maybe no charge, but I mean, like we mentioned earlier, that here comes that jump, perfect parry jump. Enzo finds the timing as well.
Level 2 actually spends it early. He's going to try and keep this drive gauge. That's a big bet. Oh, NuckleDu wakes up with the level 3 and Enzo baits it. Puts it to the OD Tatsu is gonna take me and go 2-1. I can't even speak. Yo, that was a crazy bait.
Even though you were talking about bets, I mean, NuckleDu bet it all there. Like that was all chips on the table.
I mean, if you're gonna flash kick, you might as well do the level 3 in that situation, right? It's dead either way. I'm just kind of surprised that Enzo, spent that level 2 and then bait it. That was like brilliant strategy from Enzo there. That was clean.
100%. Enzo, not a. How would you say, not a stranger to these high-stakes situations either. Maybe, even though he is much younger, he's been there before.
I mean, despite his age, he has a brilliant mind. He learns pretty quickly. I mean, he might have a lot to learn. You mentioned the experience, but it's not like the experience is everything in there, right? He's not relying on his reactions. You can see in his gameplay, he has the fundamentals to back it up.
Oh, 100%. Finds the counter hit, NuckleDu. Trying to keep himself not from falling too far behind here. And the round start drive rush from both. The drive rush jab from Ken gonna take it. You know, sometimes it's just Street Fighter 6 moment. Now you're in the corner.
Yeah, I mean, every now you don't want to fight against a game, right? Every now and then you gotta pay your tribute to the game god and do what you gotta do.
You go, I understand. The game demands 1 bar drive gauge from you.
It does. Sometimes you have to do it to keep your opponent in line. They have to know to be worried about it. Otherwise, they get to do whatever they want. That's just how the game is played. Prepare to the light kick buffer. You mentioned that earlier, but he did level 3 before. Now, this time he goes into this last round with all of his super meter. And it's going to be, yeah, NuckleDu has to make some decisions at this point. Ken finding another way in.
Right, and once again, just, I mean, so I've lost count of the perfect parry. I think it's perfect parry more than not at this point. It's ridiculous. And that is, like, this is like one of the hardest characters to do it onto. The Sonic Booms are such a good tool to just mess up with people's parry timings, but Enzo is just on point tonight, playing out his mind.
And Duel is changing the booms. That was a light boom, right? He's changing the boom. Just, Enzo's been good at it. That has nothing to do with his age, as you mentioned before. That's just him practicing and being good at this. But, you know, you can't get them all. You see some of those slipping through the cracks. But if you get enough of them, it is scary for the Guile player to drive rush after it. That's the whole point. Making it at least terrifying. You see, almost again, you saw it almost happen again.
I was holding my breath there. I was like, ooh. None of them finding each other though. Finding low forward fireball. Both of them just fighting for the drive gauge supremacy here for like the first like whole 50 seconds of the round, really. Almost finds the jump. That could have been the round, really. That could have been the set.
Yeah, I mean, Duel spaced it perfectly. Yeah, Duel was really good on that where he was standing there. But I think at this point, NuckleDu has to get some hits. Otherwise, that level 3 is not going to matter as much as Enzo's. Because Enzo right now is going to go straight for the kill.
Is this going to kill with? Yeah, it will. No scaling, right? No, it will.
Not quite, and then the crowd's light punch is gonna take it from Enzo, delays it as well, just in case NuckleDu was gonna go for that level 3. You saw that it was like 1 or 2 frames of delay there, and that was clean from Enzo. NuckleDu, despite playing extremely well, Enzo was just able to get those perfect parries and make it count.
Yeah, I mean, like you just said, like those perfect parries just created so many small openings, and every single one of them were just capitalized on like a master. Like that was a master class. Like watching that, just. You want to know how to beat Guile? Do this. Just simply beat Enzo. just such a great, I love the approach. So much patience in this whole match, right?
Yeah, just be good. Yeah, no, just deterring your opponent, knowing what your opponent has to do, and then putting obstacles that make them that punish them for doing that. That way they question if they should even do it at all. Is so important, especially in a fighting game, because your opponent needs to know that there's risk behind doing whatever they consider to be strong with their character or with their own skills. So that's where strengths can become weaknesses. If your opponent knows you have to do this, it's like, okay, great. All I have to do is really practice the counter to this, like you saw Enzo do the perfect parry counter. It was the level 3. You saw the stand light kick. You saw the standing light punch attempt that you mentioned. They kind of miss each other. These situations will make NuckleDu think, should I even drive rush? And once NuckleDu is thinking that, you're in a good spot.
Yeah, 100%. And now we're gonna be another Deznere once again. This is, dude, I have dreamed of the day we see so many Kimberlys on the screen of a tournament.
I have not.
No. But the first DeeJay of the night, though, for us.
Yeah, it's going to be MikeX on the screen this time, and you don't see this matchup very often these days, right? Both of these characters are just not represented like they used to be.
Definitely more of a character specialist pick nowadays too. Going for the level 1 combo. Bloo once again, and can you kill from this? No, not quite. Finds the whip punish on the sweep to Bloo. Taking the first round against Deznere, and yeah, like you said, like these characters, DeeJay in the first season was just such a insane force of the meta, right? Like the damage was ridiculous when there was like no scaling on perfect parry. Just in general, the sway was better. Opposite for Kimberly. Kimberly not seen anywhere during season 1, and I mean maybe this is the time for the comeback right now. Both of these characters a lot more specialized nowadays if you see them on screen.
Well, Capcom did say in the early days that what they wanted for Kimberly was for her to be the next Chun-Li, but it's not looking like it. There's no range on that super. Chun-Li would never whip for level 3 like that. And right now, Bloo pushing the offense.
Chun-Li would never whip in general, to be completely honest with you. I've never seen that character whip.
You seen the people who play her? They whip all the time. All right. But yeah, you see the elbow drop there, avoiding the fireball. You mentioned the Rashid matchup, but DeeJay's fireball is a little bit different. Here's a level 2. Do we have to beat? Yes, we do. And Bloo is going to take the first game.
Yeah, Taking it with a nice little rhythm at the end there. I love the bait. Going for the drive rush, knowing you're going to try to check this, and then sending that EX bot in. Confirming off the second hit as well. Just such a nice thing to have in general. Oh, no combo off that slide. Maybe a little bit too minus.
Yeah, a little bit far there than right now. Yeah, you see the throw mix up there. You still have to make a hard read once you block that run. You have to guess. Especially if your back is to the wall like this. Air Tatsu goes for the safe jump. The run again.
Oh,
and another reset.
I mean, Deznere, he's looking in his element right now when he's got the pressure on, but Bloo just switching it up on him. It doesn't matter. Deznere finds the hit. Izuna drops, going to take the round. No can used yet as well. This is something worth mentioning as well, like something that I always like point out. Like Kimberly getting to later rounds without using her can. Oh, you love to see it if you're a Kimberly player.
That is true. Winning the first round without using your cans, especially if you're about to get level 3 soon, just like you see Deznere here, is such a huge advantage because now you can use that level 3, knowing that you have those cans on the mix-ups if you get the clean hit, which you probably will at some point with Blue. Controlling the corner, which has been actually very stable for it so far.
Yeah, this matchup, the complete opposite of what we just saw with Enzo and Du, where Enzo and Du were duking it out for like 70 seconds over like who gets one more bar of drive gauge. Meanwhile, we are playing at 100 miles per hour here. We are slugging it out. We are turning green. We are jumping up because this is the matchup. This is DeeJay and Kimberly, the characters with the movement.
That is true. Yeah. DeeJay definitely representing Jamaica very well. He's been to the Olympics just from point A to point B extremely fast. You know, at least we can say that that's lore accurate. Nice there.
Accurate. Can you imagine you turn on the Olympics one day and someone's doing the drive rush pose and
bro,
with the arms back?
If we ever had an Olympic runner who knew DeeJay and was a fan, that'd be awesome if they did that. That'd be so awesome.
Wait, no cancel the CA? Hold on, wait, that's a big drop from Deznere right now.
Not sure if Deznere wanted it, but now this is definitely gonna go straight into CA. Yeah, we're gonna just do a run and then Vagabond. No, not even the Vagabond, just straight up go to the CA. This time the range is not gonna be an issue at all. Maybe we are Chun-Li after all. Level 3, and we're gonna go to 1-1.
Yeah, I think he dropped. I think he meant to do Vagabond after the target combo into CA, but he dropped it. So that last one, when you said like no Vagabond, I think that's him realizing, you know, I don't need it this time. It failed me once. It won't do it again.
Learning from your mistakes. Yeah, I mean, Desnere's a pretty advanced player. I would not be surprised if that was the case.
Percent going for the safe jump here. Into the pressure once again. But speaking of pressure, I mean, DeeJay, one of the best in the business, really. Finds the slide as well. A little bit plus. No reset here, though. We're just going for the Oki. Blue's not having any of it, though. One of those things, a flash kick is such a good tool to have in this game, but especially in this matchup, having like an available reversal like flash kick is just a godsend. It lets you react to a lot of things where normally you couldn't, which is something that the Kimberly always has to keep in mind, essentially, when like structuring their pressure with run stop and non-such. Target combo, no cancel though. Gonna find the punish counter.
That is true most of the time. Something worth mentioning about those up, down, up reversals, as you said, talk about it, is that you kind of have a one chance to do it, and if you do it at the wrong time, let's say you're in block stun and they make it a true block string, you're not able to do it for about the next 2 buttons, right? So you're kind of stuck with no defense like any other character, like Kimberly, for example. And you can't fight back for a while. So that's something that a lot of people don't think about. Like, let's say Kimberly does stamina kick into drive rush. If you do your flash kick and it's a true block string into a light punch, you have no way to defend yourself for the next two buttons.
Yeah, that's true. Like, unless you want to like spend super, but at that point, like you're committed.
It would have to be level 2 for a character like DeeJay as well.
Yeah. Oh, finds it as well. Goes over the can. This is one of those reversals that does not care about that can setup once it hits. There's definitely a few. Oh, the jackknife. Nope. A bit too high to combo into anything.
Nice.
Most likely burnout here.
It looked like it was a lot of drive gauge. I didn't get to see all of it. Yeah, like just a little sliver. It's level 2. One of the few times you're gonna see that work. That was so smart from Deznere. This perfect spacing. And the bait.
Blocking the EX reversal. He knew, like you said, he was too smart. He was too in his bag in that round. There was no way he would lose.
Man, I cannot stress enough how good that level 2 was from Deznere. The level 2 has such a specific spacing, similar to Cammy's level 2, where it's like they have to be standing exactly right here. And Deznere not only had the spacing, but also the timing to beat the fireball. That was clean.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, like it's so risky because at any spacing that's wrong, you just land right in front of them, or like even behind them sometimes if you're too
right
close.
over their heads,
it's not, and it's not even invincible too, so you might just get hit by a projectile. Like, so knowing that situation and like calling it out, I mean, just great work.
Yeah, nice there. Just that heavy punch coming out again. Those buffs really are showing up every now and then.
Yeah, we're reaching the point where Blue is clearly aware of it. They're trying to check the run stop with a jab, but no run stop came out, and then he just went straight into the heavy punch punish counter. And Deznere now putting himself at set point off of the back of that DI.
Yeah, for a moment there, I was like, why did Deznere not go for a combo and then do the level 1? I was like, oh, it doesn't matter. It's over, right? So you might as well just limit how much meter you give to DeeJay. I like that idea a lot.
Combo drops right into the second air slasher, though. It's dangerous. That falling knee drop is really scary if you don't have an invincible air reversal.
Oh, that was interesting. Deznere doesn't hop back from the forward heavy kick. Actually just lets it rock. It is safe, though, so it's not that big of a deal.
Sweep as well. Ooh, great punish from Blue, though. Even max range, he's like, I know that's not safe.
And you can see, too, oh, nice. Nice there from Blue.
Yeah.
From Deznere, the cross light punch is instead heavy punch from a distance. That light punch has one less frame of blocks, so it's a little bit more plus now. And so that heavy punch is with the range actually makes it really hard for Blue. So Blue's he's just trading most of the time, not actually able to stop it.
Yeah, Blue, right? Gonna take that corner right off the back of that combo. Familiar situation here, but Deznere fighting for his way out.
Yeah, Blue trying to control the corner. Actually, has been doing a really good job, but Deznere's been making a huge.
Oh, that could have been a big drop, but Deznere not capitalizing on it. Not ready for it, maybe. But finds the low forward.
Hit.
Straight into level 3.
I think Blue may have tried to DP there, as we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Which again, that's a weakness of that flash kick, is you have to let go of down if you're gonna do it, and yet Deznere's gonna take it 3-1. I can almost promise you that Blue tried to flash kick through the down up flash kick motion and got hit low, because you're forced to stand up unlike the other DP motions that have a crouching shortcut, and it's hit with a true block string low.
It's definitely what it is, because like you just mentioned, that string specifically, yeah, it's a block string. Like you can't reversal it. So I guess that is the big weakness of that flash kick. If you try to do it through a true block string like that, I think that's one of the only ones in the games to do it. So Deznere maybe knowing, maybe abusing it a little bit, going like, you know what? If he tries it, I mean, shit, I won't complain.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think that was one of the difference makers. There was just Deznere adapting his offense to what Blue was doing on defense, because Blue had the corner control most of the time. I actually don't think Deznere did that much different. Just a few strategic changes here and there, and it all worked out. But Blue wasn't able to keep up with adaptations, as far as I could tell, and it just ended up working out for Deznere.
Yeah, Deznere running so fast, and I mean, like we mentioned earlier, like the previous set. I mean, you were talking about how like the nuances and the patience between like all those micro decisions, and like this is like the reverse side of that coin, where there's so many decisions being made, but it's in such a small time frame and such matchup specific. It's like, it's awesome to see like two players that are just so aware of it and playing around each other's option, seeing how it evolves through a set, right? It's part of why I really like first to 3 over first to 2, just in general, because you just get these long sets where players like start playing around the other's counterplay that's playing around the other's counterplay, and it's such a nice sight. I never get tired of it.
No, 100% with you. I think that's going to be, I mean, we're probably going to see a lot more of that now, because now we're talking about the top 8. Let's talk about what we have in top 8 right now. We have winner's side. We have Punk against JB and Enzo versus Deznere. That is stacked.
Yeah, you can say that. It's almost an understatement at this point. Like, my lord.
And
Punk versus JB, and that's not even grand finals. Like,
yeah, I mean that's saying something. And of course, NuckleDu in loser's side, you know, fighting for his top 8 life right now. And then Blue just went down there. Axel waiting for his opponent, and Zykles, of course, also waiting. MikeX is down there. I mean, many names that we would expect to be in the top 8. So yeah, we're at the point now where it's going to be a lot of adaptation. I think we're going to have some exciting matches. And the first of 3, you mentioned that. Yeah, no, this is we're going to see that for sure in this top 8.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Punk definitely one of those characters, one of those people who just like watching in first to 3 is just incredible because I mean he's one of the best players in the world for a reason, right? Some might say the GOAT, you know, but part of why is that if you watch back his sets, because when you watch it live, it's like almost it's nearly impossible to catch everything that's going on and all the adaptations he's making. But like if you go back and you watch some of his sets for like Evil, for example, he's making adaptations on the fly like there is no tomorrow. He is in his element in these high stakes situations. And it's gonna be great to see against another high caliber like JB. But drop right off the start though.
Right as you say high caliber, he drops a combo that was
my bad, man.
You are the worst. I don't know how you're doing this, but stop talking.
It's French-Canadian black magic, I think. I don't know. Nothing else can explain it at this range. But JB making his way back in, though. Building some meter back, but right as I say that, getting whip punish. Getting the whip punish back, though, with his own sweep and a shimmy. Finding his way to the other corner. And the punish counter. Oh, the nerf. You see him right here. He's going to need to cash out with a level 2. Yeah, something that might have been a level 1 combo last patch, right?
I mean, not necessarily, but you know the thing there is like Punk is not gonna take any chances. Because Cammy's damage mid-screen really isn't that high, right? So she doesn't get those extensions as she would with the back or whatever else you get on the juggle. So, oh, what is happening?
Not sure what's going on. Maybe controller.
I respect JB for being like, okay, cool, let's play again.
Yeah,
I'd be hitting fierces, I'd be hitting combos.
He's like, whatever, I got the whole night.
But yeah, no, Punk in general is just one of those players that doesn't really mind these situations, right? He's so good at it, he has so much experience with it. It's just another day for him.
Absolutely. Another weekday, another Tuesday, or another Monday, I should say, and now gonna go into another level 2. This time the arrow one. You don't see that one a lot, and for generally good reasons. A lot of scaling on it, but hey, if it's gonna kill you.
That one was definitely just because. But on the first one, I think I'm just not gonna play games against a player like JB. It's not worth the risk, right? So if you're gonna get the kill, you better take it.
Oh, definitely. So right. Trying to find a whiff punish there on the driver's check. Not quite far enough. Or not quite close enough, I should say. Counter hit overhead though. That overhead really worth mentioning how good, like how surprisingly good of a bun that is. Like you would not think like, oh yeah, the character's overhead is like really annoying and neutral as a counter hit, like fish. The amount of times I see people just get like bonked for a counter hit into like corner carry. Just great tool for Rashid. But now she's finding herself in the corner against. Oh, no punish on the tap parry. Looking for the whiff right now. I mean, looking like he's whipping a lot of crouching medium punches. JB take his opportunity. Drivers cancel off the stand heavy punch. Now, in the second round, JB already trying to apply pressure right now. Speaking of that overhead.
Yeah, that Rashid overhead, it's slow, but it just looks like so many other things just get hit by it over and over.
I love the call out with a wake up jab from Punk there. Not even canceling into anything, just going straight into the dive kick as well. Taking the corner. There's so many smart decisions being made, and JB perfect parrying. The gods have returned, and they are angry.
And you have some choices, some sacrifices to make, JB.
Take a throw loop. Take another. Takes the plus frames instead, trying to chip away the drive gauge right now, build himself an advantage. He wants to make sure that Punk doesn't want to cancel his buns. Great perfect parry.
Yeah, just takes the fierce, doesn't even worry about the drive impact of trading the drive gauge, just wants the corner and pays off, and JB is gonna bring it even at 1-1. 100%.
Taking the first game.
Oh, look at that.
What a reaction.
I like that. I really, you know, that looked premeditated, right? Like, okay, he's seen that before. If you parry, you better not drive it. I'm just gonna DP you for sure.
What a whiff punish too. Punk gonna take the corner. Not quite plus. Another overhead. But yeah, you can tell these are definitely players that have played each other before.
Yeah, no, at some point we'll pass the matchup, right? It's like, what are you on today? And like, what do you think I'm on about you today?
Yeah. What did you eat for breakfast? How much milk in those cereals?
Yeah, you have to just try and gauge like how they're feeling, right? Like what they think what they think you're feeling. Of course, yeah, with the clean combo, you see the double back heavy kick. I talked about that before. Cammy's damage in the corner is really high, but mid screen, not so much.
Yeah, she's more about taking you to that corner from mid screen, and that's what he's gonna do off of that one standing heavy punch. If he finds anything here, and he does.
You can see that damage there is looking significantly higher, right? You get that one more heavy punch without another drive gauge spent. Goes straight for the level 3. Doesn't even want the extension on the drive gauge. And Punk goes up 2-1. See, here's the thing, right? Let's go. You mentioned they both play each other a lot, and that is true. But the issue comes in whenever your play style is not even player dependent. Like, Punk is just about the neutral. It doesn't really matter what the player that you're against is doing. It's just about, can I play footsies and do what I do best, which is whip punish, set you up for traps. And yeah, you could be my best friend. You do something different every day. It doesn't really change my game plan.
Yeah, we are all equal in the eyes of Crouching Medium Punch, really.
I like how that's
like
what I just said.
The way I look at, well, the way he uses it, obviously I don't mean like, oh, he's carried by Crouch Medium Punch, nothing like that. I just mean like that, you can tell he's an enjoyer. He's an enjoyer of good buns, and that's one of the good buns that he loves to fish for whip punishes with. He's gonna fish a reversal off of. Trying to find the burnout here.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's gonna be it. The burnout and the wall flat. Yeah, he gets both 2 for 1. And yeah, you're exactly right though. I think nothing makes Punk happier when looking at the character than just really good buttons and really solid anti-airs, right? And really good conversion. Like, nothing makes him happier than just seeing that trio. If you can get that, he's good.
The holy trinity of his neutral, really. Just a good bun into nice confirms into a
and good anti-airs. That's it. That's it. That's all he wants.
That's it. That's all a man needs, really. But right now, I mean, this man needs out of the corner, though. I can't lie.
Yeah, and Rashid is going to keep him in here. I don't think it's going to be any way out of this. It's going to be a level 1 spin. Yep. Yeah, it's going to be a level 1 spin.
It's always crazy to me how long that corner is, or that combo is, after he spent all of his gauge. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, he's got like 4 more hits after this, huh? Like,
yeah, no, that's a good point. It's after the gauge is spent. But for me, I remember the first time I saw the combo and I was like, wait, he's still going? Wait, he's still going? Or it's over. Wait, he's still going? Like, I said it out loud 3 times.
Oh, the cross cut, but no, it's too slow. It might have been just a light DP there. I'm not sure.
I think that was a DP attempt, maybe even like an OD DP attempt from Punk, but it doesn't work out.
Yeah. I mean, you know what always works out though?
Yeah. Yes,
you know what never gives you down? Lets you down,
sir, bro. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's what I always say. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what I always say.
I never thought of that.
I play Rashid. I put that out there. I'm like, yes, sir. Let's go.
Oh, you're cooking. You're cooking something fierce.
All right, so Punk right past the corner, but oh my goodness, that was ambiguous.
Yeah, that was like a really weird left-right. JB been really good. Being very diligent here, just trying to build as much gauge as possible, as risk-free as possible. But that's much easier said than done because Punk is looking to build his level 3, which he just did. So now everything got a lot scarier for JB.
Yeah, we're talking about CA as well, and he barely has it, so JB can't really kill it easily here. He's gonna have to get a clean hit. Wow, that was a crazy attempt from Punk. Also went for the overhead. Just in case, that's gonna be it. JB's gonna take this one.
Yeah, punish on the whip crouch medium kick. I'm trying to catch him walking, but JB was already midair. And now we're going to the last game scenario.
Yep. Well, and JB's in there. Yeah, perfectly blocked on the fireball, past the frame advantage and the corner.
Of course. Standing heavy punch. That bun doing so much work for JB tonight. Just the all reliable. And the overhead once again. Just gotta check your noggin. And once again, the heavy punch. Just JB's so good at finding those ranges where it's awkward to whip punish because you're not sure if you're gonna block it or not.
Yep. They see JB
and even on block, it's so good. You just get so much gauge.
Oh, and jumps out. Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be hard to stop. There's not much you can do about that outside of just full on knowing it's coming. And wow, and
Axel. I'm not sure that, I think he ended up charging it, maybe because he noticed that he messed up the buffer or was on block, but very unfortunate for Punk either way. And now JB is putting himself on track to head to winner's final if he wins the next round. Or this round, sorry. First jab. Counter hit off the...
I thought you were just assuming Punk's gonna take this one.
No. Hey, I mean, I can never bet on anyone when Rashid's got level 2.
Oh, I mean,
wait, he might not even need it. Level 3.
Level 3. You don't see this very often, but JB is going to take this and move on to winners finals cleanly. I mean, we had one conversation there. We weren't talking about the game for about just a little bit, and that was it. JB took it.
Yeah, just out of nowhere, just swooping in like a hawk in the night. JB
like
moves on to winners finals. Sends
like a cyclone in the desert. That's what you mean. You meant to say. That was... Never mind.
True. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. It's just that I don't think of a cyclone as like sneaky. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, but I was like, never mind. The point.
Maybe it's like a
quiet.
small cyclone, like a little.
Quiet. It was quiet. You know, your tent. You know, you were chilling.
If there's no one listening to the cyclone, does it make any noise?
I'm pretty sure it does. I'm pretty sure it makes a lot of noise.
Okay, you're right. I'm not really any way out of that one.
I'm sure you hear Rashid yell from a distance.
Yeah, probably. I'd be like walking around my apartment and I just hear like, "We're following you," and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
like,
no, it's too late. If you hear it, it's too late. It's on the screen. There's no way out.
Yeah. Now on the screen, Enzo and Deznere. Kimberly Ken, the 2Ks.
Yeah, Kimberly Ken. Historically, Kimberly's had issues against the Shotos just because of the fireball game, and Enzo is, particularly good at it. So I'm curious to see how Deznere is going to approach this one.
That, and I was also just going to mention Ken's DPs are like some of the best in the business, and
that's
so
true.
Good at hitting like far forward. Like EX DP and heavy DP, if you notice elbow drop early enough, like you just hit them from like so far on the screen.
No, that is true. You make a good point. Ken can keep this range right after his crushing medium kick. Kimberly can't even walk into it because of his low forward, which is 7 frames, as we talked about. And that heavy DP will always hit like that, like as you can see. Even if he only gets the one hit, Kimberly cannot bait it with that elbow.
Yeah. It's just one of those things where limiting a character's options like Kimberly, where her options are all she has really on offense, because if you push her on defense, well, all of a sudden it gets a lot easier. But Deznere finds the frame trap. Enzo finds a way out of the corner once again. Looking to catch him walking, maybe.
Yeah, I like that there. The crouch medium punch, and then you slight walk forward, crouch like you mentioned. But Deznere tries to get something started with the OD DP instantly, but then the perfect parry. Kimberly players have some of the best perfect parries I've seen. I don't know what
got it, man. They got it. They're struggling out here.
When you select Kimberly, your perfect parry gain goes up 20%.
Oh, it's like a buff. Okay.
It's a buff. It has to be a buff. Even when I play her, I'm like, why am I perfect parrying better? What's going on?
Wait, I gotta start playing Kimberly. What? That sounds hype. And he might take the round here. Depends on if he wants to set up. No, he wants the buff instead. Going for the round and spending the level 3. You get a buff out of it, and you do go into the last round with 2 cans once again.
Yeah, I mean, those 2 cans are just about as valuable as your super, depending on what hit you get. And prioritizing a level 3 gives you the opportunity to get those hits.
100%. That run kick though, always, it's not quite as good now. It got nerfed a little bit, but it's still pretty damn good. Especially against a character like Kimberly, where she can't really stick out a lot of things that aren't just normals in front of her, right? She doesn't have a projectile exactly.
Not quite, but she is a projectile. Look at this. That's gonna get the can here. No, just goes for the safe jump. Oh, what are you gonna do with the yeah, Ken is able to switch here if he wants to, but no, goes for the
he
drops it.
Yo, he was out of there.
This is terrifying if you're Enzo. You have to make some decisions. On the even, presses the cross light punch, but Deznere does something else, but not his 4 frame.
Yeah, Enzo right now just trying to buffer anything from that standing heavy punch, a super, trying to make his way, make sure that he doesn't get killed, but gets found. The standing medium kick finds us all one day, and Deznere takes the first game.
Yeah, those are some chucks. All right, those souls last forever. Trust me. you could hit that. We could hit Ken with that 10,000 times. It would be good.
100%. Whipping the throw. No combo from Deznere though. Great awareness. I love that EX DP too. Knowing that like even if he puts himself low on meter, apart from like a really lucky perfect parry here, Deznere can't really do much to pressure his drive gauge, and just like that, even though Enzo's all the way back, he's looking pretty healthy in that department. Oh, the reset. Deznere been loving the command grab so far in this set.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, it looks like maybe Enzo just missed whatever advancing option he had there on the knockdown. Okay, but still gets a throw.
Off the landing. Simple as.
I mean, yeah,
I don't think
simple. That's all you need.
Just simply do this, you know? Simply win against the Deznere.
Sounds like every Twitter post. Just throw.
Just guys, if he's throwing you, just tech it. Like what?
Yeah,
what are you doing?
Ken's doing Jinrai, just parry, bro. All right, but speaking of, Ken is pushing the offense here, and Kimberly actually doesn't really have that many options to deal with it. And Enzo has been applying the parry option very often. No DP there from Enzo.
Parry. Oh. Unfortunately, you can't kick the fireballs. No confirm from Enzo, though. That could have been the round. Oh, finds a back throw. Deznere. Hold on. He's still in this.
Oh, my God. Yeah, vagabond attempt. I promise you there was a level 3 behind that vagabond just in case. I mean, kind of like a Hail Mary, right? I get it, but the control from Ken maybe just getting a little overwhelming here for Deznere. Enzo slowly cleaning up his gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of control, you're already in the corner here at 7 seconds into the round.
You're fighting Ken. The round started. You're already in the corner. Trust me, that's just how it goes. You have to fight your way out at least once per round. That's just how it's gonna go.
It's
nice
like it's like those snap back to reality and just you just get teleported.
Exactly.
Oh again, no! Speaking of, like no matter what, it comes for you. You will be in the corner.
It does.
Oh my God!
The double shimmy there from Enzo, clean. Gonna go for the run stop combo, and there was a light DP waiting for you just in case that wasn't enough. Enzo takes the round.
He could have went for the guaranteed punish, but he was like, you know what? I want more, and he got it. He got rewarded for his efforts there.
Yeah, and Enzo, about to go up 2-1 here. I know the score says 0-1, but Enzo is 1-1 at the moment in games.
Yeah, it is 1-1.
Enzo is looking for something big. If he takes this round, that's going to be huge. This is a very important round for both players.
So many buttons finding the mark, but Deznere's jump finds the fireball, and all of a sudden, it's going for the mid-screen setup? Okay, I see you. Still takes the corner off.
That. Enzo tries to DI, but you cannot DI that. These buffs that you were seeing that apply to run, slowly but surely, these Kimberly players are going to figure it out. It's going to get harder and harder to beat.
Son, it's looking scary. A hit could kill here.
Oh, the backdoor from Ken. You could be mid-screen. You're still going to get cornered. That's going to be punished. Are you going to spend it? I think you should spend it. I think you should spend it.
Going for it.
I think you should spend it.
Yeah, yes, go for it. Yeah.
100% agree with this. Deznere.
You were whispering in his ear there, sweet.
I think
you gotta spend it, King.
I was the devil on his right arm for sure. You have to spend that. You cannot let Ken live. And
the invaders are coming, Milo. You have to spend the meter. Oh, what a perfect parry though.
Another one. Calm down, Daigo. All right, we're way past that era. All right, we could just do some corner carries, some DIs. You don't have to do any of that stuff.
Oh my God, I'm freaking out.
Again.
Dude, he's in his bag right now. Enzo, he's looking to ride that momentum. Just playing patient right now, playing to his strength, interrupting the forward heavy kick too. This time I'm gonna take the guaranteed punish. He only needs one more like that and one more like this.
Another one. Oof. Close.
Nah. Oh, no one takes the last one. No one takes the last one.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. As I always say, I usually say everyone texts when they're about to die, but literally everyone does something when they're about to die. I refuse. If I'm going to die, I'm going to die on my own terms. I'm not dying the way you decided. And we have to commend Enzo, that double perfect. I mean, he even yielded some AOs in the chat back to back, so that was clean.
That was insane. Like he was like, I have a punish in mind, and you know I I can do it. I know I can execute it.
He was showing off. He was definitely showing off.
100%.
Elbow drop there, but it's DP. You mentioned that DP from Ken. That is a big deal in this matchup.
Yeah. Once again, just gonna make a click queen and easy. Enzo is one round away right now, but I mean Deznere can make it a bit harder.
I mean, he could, but now he's in the corner, and Deznere is near death. Facing. Oh, look at this. Fights back.
No whip punish. A bit too far for the punish there, though. Frame kill, or frame trap, sorry, nowadays. Now finds a crouching heavy punch as well. An EX DP to bust out. Deznere a bit ahead on the drive meter, but might not matter because any hit could lead to level 3 right now. If he gets hit by like a standing heavy punch, it might be death.
Oh, you see that bump for DP there from Enzo. He actually would have made contact. It would have made contact, but he questioned it. That's why you don't question your character. Ken definitely has the DP to make that work, but Deznere had 0 questions that he is going to have to do this.
He got
gonna
hit
get the
standing
buff.
on that second jump as well. Wonder maybe he was looking for that level 3 instead.
Oh, this is gonna be it. Yeah, the medium Jinrai keeps it simple, nothing special, no runs, none of that stuff. Just gonna go classic Shoto, quarter circles only, and gets to level 3 into the CA. And Enzo is gonna take this after the adaptation from that first game cleanly over Deznere.
Yeah, making his way into winner's final while JB from Cloud9 is waiting for him. And we are gonna make our way down to losers round 1, where we are waiting for, or we're gonna watch NuckleDu and Bloo fight it out, and maybe a charge matchup.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely gonna be a charge matchup. We're talking about Guile versus his the other side of the coin, right? As far as just like historically, maybe not in a literal sense depending on the game, but you know, having a similar moveset, kind of like the Ryu to his Ken or vice versa. Yeah, I would say so. But yeah, hard to say because NuckleDu does have that. If this is what you're referencing, he does have the Cammy in his pocket.
Yeah, that's the one.
For years.
That's the one I'm not sure about. What does he play in this matchup? I don't think I've seen him play Blue I haven't seen him play a DJ in a while, so I'm not sure.
I think it maybe just depends on what NuckleDu wants to do, because I think DeeJay generally has the advantage versus Fireball characters in the Fireball Wars specifically, considering that that's Guile's bread and butter. It's entirely possible that it might just not be a comfortable thing for Guile to do. So I don't think it's like that bad or bad at all. It's just more so maybe NuckleDu would just like to go for the Cammy for some, you know, just as a comfort pick.
Yeah, I can see it. I will say, I mean, it's probably not gonna happen, but I'd be pretty happy with the DeeJay mirror. I can't lie. I love me some DeeJay nowadays. Season 1, DeeJay was a bit brawling to watch, but nowadays watching DeeJay is just, I love that shit, man. It's so fun. They're just having a good time. They're just hanging out.
No, that's the thing. They've always just been hanging out. It's only your perspective that's changed.
Yeah, I guess. I think it's because I see them less that it's like, oh, you know what? It's like seeing an old friend, you know?
Yeah, they've always just been hanging out, bro. They've always just, like, DeeJay is still that hoodlum that he's always been. But now it's a little different, right? Now that they can't do as much damage, you know, you took away their guns, you took away all the stuff that they were doing that was kind of insane, right? Like now they kind of have like this. The weapons are not as insane as it once was. But the interesting part about DeeJay is that I feel like there's worse in the game now, right? Like Akuma is kind of like a grenade launcher. If DeeJay has guns, Akuma has grenade launchers. So I don't know how I feel about this.
I feel like Akuma is more like he has an arsenal, and then Bison has like a bazooka.
That's fair. I like that. That's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, I mean, definitely like one of those things where I think he's kind of in a similar spot where I put like Ryu and Luke right now, where they're all very, very good, solid characters, but Akuma is in the game. and if you want to win, you know, a lot of people, they like picking the best character. However, like with
I'm sorry, Cheer, you're good to start. Wait, is Duel streaming his chair right now? I'm so sorry.
I think he is. He's saying Duel is showing the chair.
Duel,
wake up.
Duel, what are you doing?
Oh no, not again.
Bro, I gotta go to sleep soon, bro. Is the chair gonna play? What's going on?
He got tired. He went to sleep. He was like,
bro, let the chair play. Let the chair play. It's overdue. This chair's been carrying the whole stream.
Oh, you're spitting, actually. Yeah, the chair really has been like the most consistent Street Fighter 6 streamer of like the past year, probably.
Nah, that chair is goated. Launch. That chair is goated.
They'll never let you down.
I actually think Duel should have a Eclipse channel called Duel's Chair, and it's all the moments that happened when Duel wasn't there and it was only the chair.
That would be pretty good. It's just such a it's so funny how consistently like he's just never there. Like whenever I open Twitch on my phone and I just like, oh, someone I'm following is like playing Street Fighter. Oh, yep, it's the chair. All right.
It's the chair, bro. It's the chair. It's always the chair.
Oh, there he is though. Hold on.
I thought it was funny one time. I forget what tournament we're at, and I was talking to Duel, and I opened Twitch. And it was like, Duel was live. I'm like, wait, what? Because I'm talking to him in real life, right? I'm like, what do you mean Duel is live? And I open it, bro is live, and the chair is holding it down, bro. The chair is holding it down. 100% that chair is goated.
No, yeah, that was. Was that Evo? Was he at Evo? No, he wasn't, right?
It wasn't Evo. It was something else. I think it was maybe before Evo.
Because I think I remember seeing, I wasn't at that tournament, but I remember it happening because I saw like a post about it on Twitter or something. And I was like, oh, yeah.
All right, cool. So it looks like Duel is here and ready to go. We're going to have the DeeJay mirror.
We got the DeeJay mirror, yeah! Let's go.
All right,
I'm standing up in my chair. I'm locking in. Right off the bat, light jackknife.
The crystal green.
Dude, this costume is great. It's just like, it looks like he has a bunch of money bills on him.
He does. Those are all good old-fashioned American dollars. I know you can't recognize them because you're Canadian.
Oh,
that's
yeah, that's why. You guys still have cardboard over there, or you guys still have paper over there, right? We're on that plastic shit.
Oh, yeah? Crazy.
Yeah, we're like Australia, but I mean, right now, plastic or not, dude. Oh, wait, I was gonna say dude's looking good. I shouldn't say anything anymore.
Hey, no, you really shouldn't. I was about to say we have two Jamaicans duking it out, and right now it looks like Blue is about to be the better Jamaican. Gonna hit this perfectly. Yeah, I mean, he's already shown he can do that. I have no doubts at this point. And Duel was controlling that round completely up until that point.
Yeah, no, that he found that one opportunity, Blue, and he took it. It's one of those things I always like to mention as well. I think you never save meter in the first round of this game. I think if you save meter in the first round, you're insane. You're the greedy, like that's the kind of greed they talk about in the Bible. You can't do that.
Nah, you definitely can't in the Bible. I think especially in this game, right? Because you're gonna end up in a spot where you're probably gonna have advantage, and even if you don't, you still have the comeback factor. So securing that first round is so important, as long as you can get that level 3 for the last round, because you might still win the second one.
Yeah. Oh no, drop the combo. But the heavy jackknife gonna keep it in the corner as well. He does have super here. Oh, shimmy, but no punish. Oh, dude, he's just keeping him in that corner. He doesn't want him to leave. He gets a combo. The audio's breaking down.
It. That would have been perfect because it's not able to get the kill. Oh my goodness. But drops it. See, I told you dude is not legit. We gotta check his melanin, bro. We gotta check his melanin. I'm not convinced.
But did he drop it on purpose though? He went for the combo after. He got the combo.
He ain't dropped that. I'm giving him no credit.
Okay, I'll defer to your thing. You know what? Fair enough. I'm not a professional. I'm not Jamaican.
The cheer
I'm a white guy from
drop
Canada.
That. The cheer would not have dropped that. Guaranteed.
Oh, okay.
That cheer has enough melanin in it. He has it. All right, but right now, Duel has the corner though. Nice comeback there, or at least like retaliation with the OD fireball. He gets to level 3.
I mean, it's just so much drive gauge damage all of a sudden. He does have level 2 though to go through like any fireball here. That's one of the best level 2s to just do that in general in this game as well. Like it goes so far. But DeeJay also a character that in general he's able to close that distance in like a flash.
Yep. I mean, almost very
just
literally,
like that.
right? He kind of flashes green, and the next thing you know is in your face. And I'm surprised, yeah, again with the fireballs. Like I'm surprised with how liberal Duel has been with the fireballs, but also the fact that Blue has been challenging even on block. Like this seems like a matchup that both players are, at least Blue more so, has been willing to scrap on and just make some big reads.
Yeah, I think he heard you. He was like, you know what, fireballs, good idea. I'm going back to Guile.
That's true. Yeah, I think Duel, there's a comfort. I wasn't expecting the mirror match, honestly. I mean, I know Duel has a DeeJay, and I know this is the time to limit test and, you know, do whatever you got to do just to get that practice in and that experience in. But Duel doesn't like losing. At the end of the day, right? Duel does not like losing. So even if Duel is like, even if Duel was like, I'm gonna play this whole tournament with DeeJay, I'm gonna play this match with DeeJay. The moment he loses, he's like, nah, I'm trying to win now. Screw this.
Yeah, definitely. It can be a good idea. It's that time to experiment. New patch day, you know, you want to loosen it up a little bit. You're like, you know what? Let's get a little funky. And not many characters better for that than DeeJay, really.
Yeah, nothing is less funky than Guile. This guy does nothing. He's just chilling, holding down back until he can get a clean shot at you to drive rush into the knee.
Yeah, people talk about Ryu being white bread. This is like multi-grain. Like, who's Guile? Like,
bro,
like...
Ryu has changed. You could take a Guile player and say, cool, here's Guile. Your two main moves and most of your pokes are the same. They be chilling anything you put them in. At least for Ryu,
yeah, you're
at
right.
least for Ryu, you could be like, oh, what is this weird thing, right? Like some things will change here and there. Oh, the donkey, what is that doing here? What, Guile? Bro, what changed? You got your boom, you're flashing. You like a good Guile player can play Guile in almost any game if you explain the game mechanics to them, all the way to top 8 if they're a world-class Guile.
That's true. They can probably play anime games too.
Yeah, if you have, yeah.
If they have like a Sonic Boom Flashman character, I mean they're good. They're cooking.
Good, bro. Guile is bread, bro. All the carbs are in him. Every single carb. Zero. What was I gonna say?
He's the crust. Like
he's the crust, bro. Yes, that is perfect. He's the crust. He's the crust. It never changes. All right, here we go, Blue. As we're talking about this, actually dancing up on Duel here is gonna go up 2-0. Oh, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I mean he's bringing the bread though, or he's bringing the butter. I mean,
he has the butter, bro. He has all of it. Peanut butter. He has the jelly. He's
counter hit
toasting the bread too. Look at that.
Such a good round start from Blue right now. He's got that momentum in his back as well. Going for the perfect parry, but it's not gonna find it. Another one? Yeah. No, don't do it again. Don't do it again. Oh, doesn't need it.
I'm a little surprised that dude stuck with Guile. Like I said, I don't know if this matchup is great because, you know, just like I said, the fireball game is not gonna be too great for Guile for the most part, and DeeJay still has that mobility option, but base the DP there on the anti-air.
Could definitely be one of those things as well where, like, since there's not as many DG players like we mentioned earlier, like, you know what, he might be like, you know what, maybe I should get a little bit experience just in case I have to play this matchup for some reason, right? Like after a character switch or whatnot. Could be a good idea to practice it a little bit, especially after a patch. But gonna get the kill here with the level 1 if he doesn't drop. Oh, no, doesn't go for the level 1, just goes for the pressure. It's a bit dangerous, but all he needs is one hit. Uh-oh.
Here we go. Oh, and the second hits clean. Is gonna combo that Blue. Trying to take NuckleDu to the corner here. Baits the level 1. It's gonna be it.
Dead.
It's gonna be it. DeeJay, as much as we've talked about his damage nerfs and everything throughout the seasons, if you get a clean hit like that at this point in your health bar, you are 100% moving on to the graveyard, and that is it. Blue is gonna take it cleanly over NuckleDu 3-0.
What did I say, man? Biblical greed. Not spending that level 1? That cost you a heavy. And Blue, no, I love the tenacity from Blue being like, oh, word? Like, I'm gonna take this round now.
No, I mean, that's the thing, right? We talked about that, you mentioned it. In this game, yes, I understand, especially if your opponent's 1 round up, then you have it's a big decision to make, right? If your opponent is 1 round up, it is a big decision to make.
It's true.
And if you have a character as stable as Guile, usually it's like, okay, it's fine. Now, there's a chance that it might not pay off. This does happen, but quite frankly, in that situation, I think Dude did make the objective right choice. He just did not pan out, right? That happens every now and then. This is a game where we gamble, but if you gamble against DeeJay and give him a clean hit, I'm sorry to tell you about what's going to happen, but
at the end of the day, you're gambling.
Yeah.
There's a win or lose at some point. MikeX. Seen him earlier in the bracket as well. We've seen a couple of games from Axel at this point. And this is looking like that season 1 matchup. The all reliable.
Yeah, the blonde boys are coming out.
The boys are back in town. They're just, oh, he was going for the new combo. We didn't see it. He killed us too fast. Damn. Maybe next time. But taking the first round with a perfect though. MikeX. So solid on the stick. I love just the way he plays like any character. It's just chilling. Like he's really, that's a combo? That was sick.
Yeah, now we're in there. I like the neutral jump bait as well. And Ken is so good against his DP and still baits the throw and then also baits the perfect parry attempt. And yeah, we're gonna get a Ken combo here in the corner. Straight into level 2, yeah, doesn't want to risk it. Just gonna go for the burnout.
Yeah, Axel trying to make sure that he gets this round for sure. I mean, he might still die here. There is a C available from Mike, but he doesn't find it. Gets punish countered by the jab. No cancel here. Axel going to enter the final round of the first game with a meter deficit, but if there's any character that can overcome, it's certainly Mr. Masters.
Yeah, I know. There's any player corner carry and the clean hits as well. Like that 7-frame low forward is the glue that holds it all together. See, just like that, back to the corner, that like back throw.
Yeah, it's like you said, it doesn't matter though. Sometimes you just need a stand heavy punch while you walk forward. You know, it happens to the best of us. And MikeX is going to take that first game. Quick and simple. Mike is World Warrior in 2 days. He's trying to find a character to focus on. I see.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the players right now, especially for US West, you know, you're looking at that World Warrior finals, you have some decisions to make. The changes kind of shake up everything. You don't really know what you're walking into, and you have to make sure that you whatever weapon you're gonna choose, you're prepped.
Yeah, it's definitely a scary time to be a top player if you're not already qualified, or if your qualifiers haven't passed yet. Because like you said, I mean, like you said earlier, so many big changes happening right before your tournaments. Never something you like to see.
Yeah, I mean, even worse so, right? Imagine you just had your War Warrior like last week, and then your character gets buffed, like Kimberly or something.
Yeah.
You got second or something. And you're like, bro, like what?
Yeah.
Why couldn't this come 1 week earlier? Or like, or your War Warrior is 2 days from now, like the West Coast players like MikeX. So I understand MikeX just kind of like, trying to fill this out. Again, this tournament, you mentioned this, is where you're gonna try and, it's the first one, you're gonna try and actually see what the changes are about.
We were talking about Unchanging earlier, though. Luke definitely a character that fits that bill as well in this game. Even though he's got nerfs and buffs here and there, like a lot of his stuff, it's pretty simple. You do similar combos as before. You do your perfect knuckles. You do the sandblast zoning. Yeah, you run a similar game plan as you did. It's just some parts of it are better, some parts of it are worse. So not the worst character to decide. You know what? I'm gonna stick to this one for now. That being said, though, Axel, decides not to drive rush behind that. With punish with the stand light kick.
Yeah, and again, you see MikeX go for the level 2. You mentioned the game plan being mostly similar. I mean, at the end of the day, Luke is very Shoto-like. I don't know if I classify him as a Shoto per se, but he's close enough to where the toolsets will be the same.
100%.
Right? So it's not really about if there's much to learn for yourself as opposed to the other characters, but also just like how good are the individual tools now? How much can I really abuse them? The Sword Heavy Punch we saw him using in the earlier rounds, right? And the earlier sets. How good is that now? That's the question.
100%. No, you're so right. Like, I always describe Luke. I classify him as a Shoto just because his game plan is so Shoto-like. But like you're so right for that. He's a character that just plays the game very well. Like, he just has such good buns, right? He's reliable, got good damage, he's got Oki setups, he's got throw loops. Like, what's not to love? You got a good anti-air, you got a good jumping too. Even though that got nerfed, it's still really good.
Hammer God.
Now, right now. Like you mentioned earlier, that forward heavy punch, it's doing some more for MikeX.
No, it has. And I saw that change and I was wondering, well, what they've basically done is they've created a semi version of Bison standing heavy punch, right? And like Cycle Axe Street Fighter 5, I'm very familiar with it. When you make that move go further, I know exactly what that means. Now your opponent has to respect this range where they're so much further away than they should be, because they get tagged by that.
Gonna get his drive gauge back. Axel has to spend the meter here basically, because otherwise you're falling behind.
Are you the one singing in my ear?
It was me for a second there. That was my bad.
Bro, I was like, wait, do I have something unmuted? What's going on? What is happening?
The stream has the Rashid theme playing, bro, from Street Fighter 5.
I have it muted. I have it muted. That's why I couldn't hear it. I legit thought I was like in some other chat or something, and I was like, who is doing that? Oh my goodness!
Oh my lord!
Activity. That was paranormal activity for sure. That hit late. And
dude,
yeah,
that was like, he stuck his hand out and he was like, run into this. Like, that was crazy.
Yeah, no, Luke definitely sniffed the after. Never mind, I'm not gonna say that. All right, going in. Nice there, going straight to Memphis. It's not gonna quite burn out, but you're in a dangerous situation now.
Oh yeah, 100%. Oh, finds the punish counter, no counter, or no combo, sorry, but oh, the delay on the run Dragon Lash, finds the throw. Hold on, wait, this is looking not too bad for Axel all of a sudden. All he needs is to not give up the corner here.
Oh, the run stop, and you saw that just a slight blade from MikeX, and again, just the hesitation on the DP.
Spending his drive gauge,
Yeah.
but MikeX finds the anti-air that time.
Yeah,
and
this time, not hesitating.
Oh lord. Catches him lacking. Drive rush throw. Axel keeps himself in the game.
That was actually Axel catching MikeX lacking like 4 times back to back. I counted at least 3, but I think it was 4. And it was the hesitation on the DP, but also just to stand fierce and to run stop. You almost never see that work on a high level, right? But there's some hesitation there at this point because you saw Axel just constantly putting the pressure on him. You can only be ready for so much that Ken can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, the side switch DP, yeah, that happens sometimes. It's fortunate. We take those.
Definitely. I mean, even when you don't even want the side switch, you just get it anyways. Like Ken
just gives it to you.
You were talking about the gods earlier. I guarantee you, there's a god of the corner somewhere who's got an eye on Ken Masters.
Bro, if that is a thing, I promise you, Ken is their favorite for sure.
Oh yeah, the champion, the chosen one.
Champion.
Goes for the DP.
Cammy was a close second there for a while, but you can only hold on to that for a bit.
That was a fling. That was a fling. Now MikeX though putting himself back on set point.
Yeah, finding that groove again maybe, but I mean Axel is not giving up. We've been seeing these approaches have been working out, and Ken having the corner again. What are you gonna do about this throw loop?
Yeah, something definitely worth mentioning for Luke as well. Like because he was so popular in season 1, even though he's so solid and kind of everyone knows how to play him, everyone knows how to play against him because of that. And like dealing with stuff like Sandblast nowadays is a lot easier than if the character wasn't as popular at first.
Yeah, I mean you're exactly right.
Everyone's got practice.
I think as well on top of that, the other characters have been fleshed out way more to where their strengths are starting to overpower the Luke's strengths. Because Luke, it really is the Ryu of this game, right? Like to be honest, if you think about even the way Ryu plays, Ryu actually has more sauce than Luke, which is saying something. Because Luke doesn't really do anything tricky. There's nothing that he's gonna like knowledge check you with. Maybe like the argument knuckle, the charge knuckle. That's about it.
Yeah, he's very in your face. He's like, he puts all his chips on the table. He's like, I've got good buns, a fireball, and a DP. Let's go.
Yeah.
My crouching few punches plus
fireball. If you think of his fireball as just like a really long range poke, it makes your life easier, right? You actually can, for the most part, with Luke, definitely ignore it.
He's got a combo off
nice
of
there. Yeah, it's gonna be basic damage this time. MikeX playing absolutely no games. We're not gonna see a level 2. We're not gonna see any fancy air combos. We're gonna see straight up knuckle into Memphis, and MikeX is gonna take that 3-1.
Moving on into what is this top 8 losers round 1? So he's moving on to losers quarterfinals, where he's gonna be fighting Deznere.
Yeah, find that cheap ticket to Memphis where Desnere's sitting there waiting for him. Yeah, I mean, MikeX was not playing any games that time. We saw him do some fun combos before, but this time he's like, now what is the fastest way to get from point A to point B?
Oh, wait, it looks like did JB DQ? I'm looking at the bracket right now, and it looks like he...
Oh, interesting.
Do we have any news on that, Mr. Neo Judai? Because I think right now we're going to be moving on to Punk and Blue on loser side.
Yeah, he had to DQ. He had something happen.
Oh wow! So JB makes it all the way to winners finals, sees Enzo's name, and then gets scared. No, I'm joking. But no, but JB's out of the tournament basically at this point, so which means JB's going to be getting 3rd place no matter what happens. Enzo is sitting pretty in grand finals waiting there. Didn't really have to worry too much about the Rashid matchup, and Punk gets sent into losers, and then JB DQs, which is
he got win quit.
Yeah,
won and done.
Hey, this is what you sign up for, all right? You're gonna be gladiators in the Coliseum. It goes how it goes, all right? We don't get to complain. But yeah, so Punk now has to fight his way through here. It's gonna be whoever makes it to losers finals basically is in grand finals by default.
Yeah, you're right. Now gonna be trying to whip punish sweep with sweep. Oh my god, we are whiffing buns over here. There's a lot of air being exhaled right now on my screen. Characters are just going. But Cammy finds the first dive kick, and it's a good one. Keeps a corner, Punk. Not a counter hit. Doesn't get the crazy knockout for the fireball. We're chilling right now. Goes for throw loops. Blue's gonna have to find some way out of the situation. Just decides to block a little bit longer.
Yeah, that should be the top 10. I'll know good patience with Blue.
Finds the counter hit jab though. That's the Cammy classic in this game. He's gonna go for the level 2. Is it gonna be enough? Not quite. There's so much scaling. Wait, hold on. This is looking good for Blue all of a sudden. This first round is already slugging. Finds the counter hit confirmed. And he's gonna find the corner DI as well. Blue gonna take the first round off of that. And Punk, he's already at 3 bars, and Punk is down back to 1 off of that level 2 not killing. That's huge. Jab there. Impatient Blue. But Punk once again finding that is so good at finding the counter hit, jab, crouching meter punch combo. He just so consistent with it. Both of them just trying to find a cancelable button right now. Moving back and forth, not trying to spend too much gauge before we get there, but Punk initiating the loop. And then 1. Oh, Blue said no in the first one. Back into the corner. No cross cut, but doesn't matter. Catches a landing recovery, where he's gonna go into level 1.
Yeah, that's not gonna kill, is it? Oh, it did.
Yeah,
Kill. Okay. Yeah,
She's not that low damage.
No, I mean, it seemed like it was going to be close. It's worth mentioning, though, that that Blue was going up against Duel just off a big win, right? And Duel didn't opt to go for the Cammy, and his Cammy is pretty strong. So I wonder if maybe there's something in this matchup that that Blue maybe likes the way they've played before, they have history.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, this is definitely a bit unorthodox when it comes to buns being thrown around, I feel. A lot of, oh, wow, what a sway. Going over the, or going, like, back behind the low forward into level 3. I try to take this round.
All right, here we go. Now Punk doesn't quite have that level 2. About to get it, though. There it is.
Yeah, I think he caught him out of a sway, actually. I heard the startup of it.
Oh,
Jumps
that's
over
gonna
the
be a clean hit.
fireball.
It's exactly what I was talking about the level 2. This is exactly what I meant. I don't know if that's enough to kill it. That looks like it's gonna be close. God,
It's close.
this time.
Oh!
DeeJay is gonna make you pay for this for sure. And Punk with the cross light kick just in case Blue's walking back and forth. That's exactly what he was doing. And Punk makes the right read and takes the first game.
Yeah, great call out on the crouch light kick there. Oh, wait, great call out on the spacing as well. Crouching heavy punch, gonna find the punish counter. Another one. We're gonna make our way to the corner already. We're at half health at 8 seconds in. But Cammy still has some side switch combos. Don't counter out yet.
Oh, the side switch combos are still there. It's really off the dive kick. That's the question. And Punk never really depended on that, so I think he'll be fine overall as long as he gets the hit.
I think Punk will be fine in general. If there's a character, if there's a player I'm not worried about when it comes to patch balance, it's Punk.
Nice
Ooh,
whip
great
punish
whip
from the
punish.
sweep. That was clean. Duel utilizing it even though it's been nerfed.
Looking for the perfect parry here.
Oh,
Finding a
that
jump.
heavy punch was early.
Yeah. Maybe try to catch like a back heavy kick or
That's
something.
gonna be it. Yeah, this one's definitely it. This one's definitely absolutely no doubt. Punk is gonna go for the extension there with the cannon drill. Straight into the level 1. Spiral arrows are what I was looking for. I was like, wait, what is that move called again? Cannon drill.
Cannon drill. That's
Cannon
like a
drills.
custom move, dude.
Everyone calls it drill, right? So cannon drill makes sense. I feel like that's like in some game that should be.
Yeah,
the
I
name.
can see it. That's like a derivative like fighting game.
Yeah.
Like they had a character that's not Cammy. It's like I don't know.
It's like Cammy's
Cannon.
cousin.
Yeah.
That's canon. Yeah.
Oh,
Her brother.
close sweep. Not sure if that was supposed to be a sweep or. I mean, I don't see what else it could have been. Maybe a stand heavy kick.
Not from that close either. But here we go. The Blue goes straight into level 3. Pretty close to the burnout here on Punk. Takes it with the stand medium kick.
No anti-air, scary. I mean, that dive kick is still as scary as ever. That's
Yeah,
plus
I mean,
the burnout.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, for Punk. I don't agree with Blue walking back and forth in that range where Cammy's able to jump. Just because in that situation, Cammy still has the mix-up. Oh, it doesn't kill. Punk
Made out the EX jackknife.
might pay for not doing the full DP there instead of going for the spin level. Oh, that's
no,
it. That's
you're
it. That's it. That is
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
He bet it all there, but I mean, at that point, there's nothing you can do. No meter reversal, no drive gauge to spend. Only health bars to be chipped. And
So
Punk
you-
off of the back of that. I can take a second.
You
game.
mentioned earlier, right? You mentioned the advantage of having that flash kick input for your DP, that down into up charge. And Blue was walking back and forth, essentially just inviting Punk to jump. I thought that maybe that was bait,
Yeah.
and it just wasn't. It looks like Blue just was caught off guard, but also gave up the only advantage that he actually had.
Ooh. The
That's
one
what
time
all
where it's an
technique was the way it
advantage. Keeping the corner with that EXTP now is a lot better though. Worth mentioning. But no, you're so right. Like walking around when it's a character like Cammy becomes a lot scarier when you're like a charge character like DeeJay. Because I mean, like you said, he starts dive kicking and you're like, oh shit. Well, Punk put himself on set point.
Yeah, that happened fast. Looks like Blue was putting up more of a fight earlier, and then it just seems like Punk is slowly taking control.
Yeah, like these jumps are not being contested.
Yeah, and that lack of charge is going to be a huge factor. And Cammy's walk speed does make it hard for you to just hold your spot where you're standing. But this is where it comes in, where Punk's neutral is so good. You can't trust what you're pressing.
No anti-air from Punk's side too on the light jackknife. Hold on. Blue's still in this because he's got the corner. Going for the pressure right now, spending an awful lot of meter though, and it puts himself, lands himself in burnout.
Just comes over into the DI. This is it. This is it. You're not surviving this. 100% you are dead.
Yeah.
Full DP. Punk is not going to do the knuckle this time. He's going to make sure you're dead, put you in the grave, and Punk is going to take this cleanly again. I mean, when he gets in the groove, he gets in the groove. It gets so hard to stop him. You saw that jump over into the DI. I mean, who is even thinking about stopping that?
That looked so smooth. That looked like one animation. The way she flipped and then landed spinning, like that looked like, you know when Akuma does Demon Flip Slide and he does like a little 360 with it?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah,
He just hit you with it so smart.
It was choreographed. Punk has been talking to Cammy. They've been practicing that move on the spring floors for days. And that was like pristine. That was clean.
Listen, they'll never see it coming. just as simple as that. And I mean, he didn't. It worked out so well for him. Just a quick 3-0 from Punk, where he lands himself in loser's semi, and he's going to be fighting the winner of this match, MikeX and Deznere.
Yeah, and this is going to be a good one. Deznere's been playing super well, applying those Kimberly changes, and MikeX also been playing extremely well with that Luke. And MikeX, no stranger to this level of play, and the tension's probably not going to be there. Deznere has had those top 8s, those top 16s as well. So I'm just curious to see how the changes make a difference in the set.
Yeah, this is definitely one of these character matchups where this used to be very Luke favored. However, a lot of things have happened since then. A lot of damage changes, a lot of character changes, and then now Kimberly has that pressure on lock. But MikeX is not one to be impressed. You gotta do more than show him a stand heavy punch. And the EXDP after the whip throw, knowing, hey, I mean, the only way this works is if you backdash, so why not?
Yeah, mentioning the matchup was kind of a problem for Kimberly, mainly because of that crouching medium punch, which has since been toned down just in the total frames of the move itself, and then also the damage that you get from it, right? So both of those being toned down and Kimberly's neutral being buffed up like this, it might be a little bit more even now.
Yeah, it's definitely, there's definitely like some things though where, just like the Ken matchup, Luke has a really far-reaching heavy DP, and that can be a problem for Kim moving around, but Deznere, not one to really implement too much of an elbow drop so far we've seen, but the jump Izuna drop catching out MikeX, looking for a back jump, maybe to punish the command grab. Perfect parry, or not perfect parry, just a regular parry.
Yeah, I mean, that parry was typically a fair attempt, but yeah, I like that there from Deznere, just maintaining the pressure, not being dissuaded by that, and yeah, it's going to even out the rounds. Both players do have the level 3s right now.
Finding a low forward, into the corner. That's the combo that's a combo that hasn't changed. It's probably never gonna change. A triple perfect, or the triple knuckle. Sorry, target combo back to the corner. All of a sudden, Deznere applying pressure with a stand heavy punch straight into level 3. Look out for so much here.
Yep.
While we're here.
Deznere gonna hold. Yeah, there's gonna be corner pressure here. You can see this. Gonna be reset. Tries to go for the send heavy kick, but no. MikeX with the level 3 refusing to take this without fighting back. Going to Memphis, but Kimberly's still able to fight back. She can still jump off the train. Doesn't have to go all the way there. Puts the bomb down into the slide.
Applying pressure. He only needs a little bit more.
Barely
he doesn't find it.
Out of range. The overhead hit. Oh my goodness.
X. Oh my lord.
Both these players playing like they want that Matcherino money. So ready, so like they're fighting for their lives right now. By the way, chat, yeah, if you guys see in the chat, you see from Stream Elements there's a Matcherino link. Please donate there. Yeah, click that link. I'll do that myself as well while we're talking here. Looks like Kimberly has you in the corner, so I have some time.
You're gonna be here a while. Listen. Oh wait, maybe not long enough though. This is MikeX we're talking about. He's got a way to weasel out of things. A bit too far on that heavy DP though. Hold on. Izuna drop. It's looking good for Deznere. All of a sudden busts out, but spending a lot of meter for it. MikeX. It's looking dangerous, and that slide is always +1 now. Both of these characters got new Oki options with their slide and special moves, but Deznere finds his way out. A little sneaky with it.
Oh, yo, the Dark Wonder with the $100 donation. Yo, that is awesome. We appreciate you.
Oh my lord.
That is awesome. Yeah, what was it at before that? That is insane. Yeah, you can see Deznere is happy about that. Definitely pushing the pressure now after hearing that.
Yeah, he's like, wait, hold on, $100?
How much? Yeah, we're currently at $221 for the tournament.
Oh my lord. Bro, thank you everyone donating, and I mean, don't stop clicking that link. Don't stop perfecting those parries.
Yeah, it looks
safe
like
jump.
MikeX, he had turned it up as well.
Yeah, they both locked in a little bit. Yo, he's perfect parry forward heavy kick. They're locked. They're locked.
Yeah. MikeX is definitely locked in now.
Oh yeah. Oh
And
my god.
Weird players on the stand, medium push. MikeX really trying to make a point. He's gonna be level 2. Yes, not taking any chances. And it's gonna move on to the next round. But however, Deznere does have that level 3 on deck. MikeX is gonna have to be very careful. If he gets that buff, it could be a big problem for him.
Definitely. I mean, it's just one of those things where this is definitely one of those matchups where that buff is very relevant. That buff is generally always relevant to some degree, but a matchup where both the characters are kind of like walking around playing footsies at a similar movement speed, getting that bonus movement speed is like a huge boon for Kimberly in general. It makes Luke's life so much harder.
Yeah,
just every little bit helps.
Yeah, and Kimberly is a character that's just looking for a stray hit of any kind. Because what she really wants is the corner in this pressure we're looking at now. Look at that bait, but no, Luke's DP actually scoots him forward just enough to get Kimberly to go under it.
Here, back and forth. Trying to prepare that run here.
Oh, look at that. Spacing trap into the run stop. Level 2 on wake up. Yeah, that's going to be it. And Deznere is going to go for a very basic combo here. But actually, yeah, go for the Vagabond this time. Don't even want the level 3. Okay.
He wanted to skip the cutscene. He pressed X on his controller. You know?
Trying to get to that money as quickly as possible. The match Reno again, guys. The link is right there. You see the motivation you can cause to the players when they know there's money on the line.
Yeah, we're at $250. Look at that. That's a $250 tuna drop right there. Oh my god.
I hope you can hear me, Deznere. Better pick it up.
Lock in.
Very nice there.
I think he did. I mean, his pressure is looking tight right now, and he blocks the DP as well, where he's going to get a perfect. He's trying to get his own game on the board right now, or a second game on the board right now.
Here we go, walk up stand light kick. Tries to go for the frame trip, but MikeX is blocking the whole time. Retaliates into a full knuckle combo here. That's some good old-fashioned loop damage.
Oh, yeah.
The throw bait.
Yeah, Luke's jumping heavy punch. Even though it got nerfed, it's still really, really good because it hits so early and you get the neutral shimmy throw bait for so... Interrupting light knuckle with standing heavy punch? Okay, all right, we're cooking right now. We're cooking. Hold on.
We are employing our buffs to their fullest potentials, all right? We're going to make sure that they fly properly. Both players are going to go here to the final round of this game with 3 bars on each side, but Kimberly does have those 2 cans. No buff, though.
This is a bar and a dream. This is definitely up there for like a Kimberly round, where if she gets one more knockdown here into a can or something, like you are in a heap of trouble. But all of a sudden,
heavy punch, and MikeX is gonna halt that drive gauge from going any further than that point. Deznere is gonna have to be fighting for his life here. If he burns out, this could be very bad. Wakes up to the cross light punch. I mean, I respect it. Can't get drained off your drive bar if that's the case, but
one more throw. No, he finds that.
Great for the level. Oh, this is burnout. Right now, Desnere's in a really good spot. As long as he doesn't mess up this sequence, he could actually win this.
Yeah, this is where Kimberly shines. Her out of stand pressure or her burnout pressure, especially now with the buffs, are incredible. That used to trade before.
It's over.
No, wait. Did he slide? He slid under.
That was crazy. That was sick.
Yo, that was so fucking sick, dude. Oh my lord.
Yo, my only question is, was that slide guaranteed? Was that slide guaranteed? That's my only question. Now, it is 2-1 for Deznere right now, right? Because of the situation we're in, but I don't fully understand the mechanics of the slide. You mentioned if it hits within the first 4 frames, it is even, yes? If it's off of a...
No, not like that. If it punish counters in the first four frames, sorry, it's a hard knockdown.
On block.
However,
how does it work
on block? It's -5.
So then that would
if it hits.
Yeah. On block.
Sorry. If it gets blocked in the first 4 frames, it's -5. So okay, it would have been +3.
Wait, no, that would have been -1 then. Oh no, you're right. You're right. It was burnout. Yeah. Now what's guaranteed? No matter what MikeX did, it was over.
Ooh, what a whip punish! Deznere, he's looking. I mean, you said it, bro. He heard that money and he's speed running this now. But gonna have to fight out of the corner. Ken, a lot better than Luke at putting you in the corner from the back.
No, I like this from MikeX. Goes into the lobby, you know, says Luke sucks, and then goes to Ken. And right now it's cooking. That's here in the corner here with Ken and MikeX looking to even this out and go to 2-2.
Yeah, definitely. He needs a little bit. Oh, look at that slide once again. That's the other thing with that slide. If that slide hits now, it is never minus. It cannot be minus on hit anymore. So you'll see a lot more Kimberly's throwing out that slide just in hope of catching you walking around. Because like that, like she's always plus.
I do like that change though. I mean, it gives Kimberly players more utility and at least gives them a reason to throw it out from that distance where people like to walk away from them. Kind of dissuade your opponent from moving out of that range where you can use that heavy punch. I kind of see the game plan they're trying to build for the Kimberly players here. Here we go. That's the wall splat. Straight into the level 3. This is going to be burnout. Yeah, this is burnout for sure. And I wonder what Deznere has cooked up here. It's going to be probably run overhead or run stop. We'll see. Maybe
Most
just
likely,
DI.
yeah. Very highly doubt MikeX is going to spend meter here.
Even into the trade, that was brilliant. Chips off some of the health and then goes for the trade for the guaranteed kill. And right now, Deznere is looking at set point. If he can get a hit here, has the walk speed, has the buff damage. Oh, and here we go, MikeX for the corner carry.
Yeah, backdash low forward for Ken, such a good tool. Like you said earlier, I mean, 7 frame low forward is a real privilege in this game. Great crosscut as well. Oh, it's not looking good for Deznere this round. Hold on, this is looking like MikeX's round to lose. Or round to win, sorry.
I mean, round to lose, round to win. Either way, as long as he's winning, he's eating good. Here we go.
Oh, no, you gotta take. If you take one more, you're dead. Finds the interrupt, no combo.
Okay, what's it gonna be? It's gonna be drive rush. You cannot drive rush. Oh, I like that. I was just gonna say you
too
can't
far.
drive rush. You get DP, but looks like MikeX knew that. Didn't do the DP. Just waited for it.
Punishes the jab. All of a sudden,
forward corners himself.
He's almost burnt. Wait, he finds the burnout. Wait, Deznere is cooking right now.
Oh my.
Jab finds it. MikeX keeps himself in the game with Ken Masters.
Yo, that was so close to being bad.
Yeah, that was an incredible situation. Deznere almost making that comeback is unreal. Just a crazy sequence. And now MikeX with a sequence of his own, meterless, meaty overhead, going for the combo.
Yeah, just wake up air Tatsu. Yeah, just gets out of the corner as well, making absolutely sure to make sure that Ken knows Storm looping me is not smart.
I've got an EX reversal and you don't.
Oh, the proximity activation on the run. Weeble is looking bad.
Oh, wait,
Or is it
on.
looking good? It's looking bad.
The Street Fighter 5, the light Tatsu?
Yeah, you don't see that very often, but it does show up every now and then.
Yeah, it's that's definitely the shades of the 3 frame right there.
Yeah.
It's a big boy with punish. MikeX right now, he's on set point. He clawed his way back and he's trying to make this round his. Catches the jump.
No, I mean, MikeX straight up said, look, I'm tired of this loop thing. I'm going to go to Ken where I have the fireball control, I have the drive rush, I have the corner carry that I'm really looking for Kimberly because she doesn't have the defense to stop me. Look at that button. And just like that, runs into the step and goes into level 3. This time we're going to watch the animation. You can tell MikeX is unhappy with how this is going. It's not about the games. I want you to feel this. This was personal for MikeX.
I mean, you can tell as soon as that match Reno hit 250, he was like, "Yo, why am I not playing Ken? Hold on, let me go back to menu real quick." And it worked out, paid out for him. Deznere eliminated from the tournament, unfortunately, and MikeX is gonna be moving forward, where he's got to fight Punk to make it any further.
Yeah, and you can see Punk is already sitting there in that player 2 slot. Absolutely playing no games, just wants to handle business and move on with his life. MikeX, yeah, your work is cut out for you, man. I hope you're ready for this one. But I mean, MikeX, again, no slouch. This is a very strong player we're talking about, and Ken is very good. Maybe the Cammy nerves might be helping him on this end. Who knows? But we'll see how it plays out.
Definitely, like we mentioned earlier, you know, she might have lost the favor of the corner gods, but it remains to be seen whether Punk himself has fallen out of favor, because I don't know if that's happening anytime soon.
Nah, Punk prays to the neutral gods every single day. He doesn't care about this corner god thing. As long as he can fight his way out of the corner with his buttons, he's fine.
Anything other than the neutral gods, they're false prophets for him.
Yes,
for all that's concerned.
For him, yeah. It's all about what you know, who answers your prayers. That's what you care about. All right, here we go.
Definitely. Finds the counter hit confirmed. You can definitely tell now. I know it's not related to Ken, but finding that perfect parry after the low forward fireball from Punk, you can definitely tell that rebuff might matter. That might be something that matters in the future, but right now that's not him that matters. He's got masters.
I mean, no, you're right. I do think that having that option with the cross medium kick is such a huge thing in the game, especially if the player can react to the cancel. It makes it a lot harder for you.
Yeah, it's definitely going to make it interesting to differentiate Ken and Ryu some more. And right now, well, Ken just got his neck broken. I'm sorry. Ryu, you might not want to watch this.
Yeah, I mean, no, Ryu's neck is still on straight. That's, you can tell the difference.
He's like, oh my god, he's watching his old TV. Jesus. Killing each other. It's so weird that it doesn't switch sides. You're right, my brain is not wired.
It's weird. Your brain's like, oh, here you go. You're like, oh, what happened?
Oh, whip punish? No level 3 though. Decides to save the meter. But all of a sudden, it's looking so good for Punk. Just built so much bar back. He only needs one clean hit here, and he can kill, really. Oh, and he's gonna find it. Just simple as that. Into the level 2.
Yeah, so we're gonna extend this here. Yeah, discharges a DP. Very simple, nothing crazy there. Yeah, Punk takes the first game. I think Punk is looking like he's on track to maybe win this whole thing. Because again, remember, he lost to JB, and that's the person who put him in losers. Now JB's out of the bracket, so Punk is pretty. Unless JB's only DQ from winners, right? I guess that's possible. It sounds like JB just DQ totally from the bracket.
Yeah, it sounds like it's somewhere to be, but right now, I mean, hold on, MikeX, like you said, he's no slouch. He's putting in the work right now. He's got Punk in the corner. Okay, my bad. You know what? I really should stop talking.
Yeah, no,
every single time.
I would not be surprised to see MikeX make this comeback, at least from being one game down. But Punk right now is playing so fluid. I think MikeX might have to turn up a little bit more than what we're seeing right now.
Yeah. I like MikeX going for the guaranteed block strings here on the fireball, knowing that Punk is looking for the perfect parries or the jump overs or something, right? Just trying to get that drive gauge, making sure he has some sort of advantage. Oh, and the meaty, not gonna go for the super here, not gonna kill.
The early throw from Punk gets MikeX on the street from MikeX with the level 1. And we're gonna switch sides just to rub it in her face. Nice there, MikeX with the 1 round.
He's like, yeah, you see this? I'm in the middle of the screen now.
How you like that? Nice punish there. Yeah, that definitely was a little bit high. We talked about Punk's tactics being pristine spacing, but MikeX actually walking forward into the dead zones of it.
MikeX putting himself in the corner by accident as well. But mashes his way out.
Yeah, attempts the back throw, but you can see that Punk is aware that 50-50 is for corner. Refuses to let it happen.
Yeah, that was a huge jump into land as well. MikeX hesitating. Messing up his DP maybe. And Punk taking full advantage of it. Spending a little bit of bar. He's going to get the round over.
Right, there you go. Yeah, Punk just now on game point. And this is a very important round. This happens very often where if you win this round as Punk, you go up to set point. If MikeX wins this round, then we end up at 1-1. It's so important to decide how the rest of the set is going to go.
Yeah, it's basically like, is it a wash or are you fighting back right now?
Yeah.
And that's incredibly important for the mental as well.
That is true. Yeah, that is true. You're talking about mid-set right now. It looks like Punk might actually have this in the bag. I don't know if this kills or not.
Oh,
I don't think so.
He's dead.
Think so?
He's dead, man.
Oh, not quite.
No, wait, I'm a liar. I can't hold. It's because I saw that. I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah,
so
you know it's Punk. You know he's going to whiff punish.
Yeah.
You saw the future. It's fine. I get it.
But sorry, what were you going to say before that?
I was going to say, the last thing you want is a comfortable player on play. Oh!
Hold on.
How does this play out?
Wait, maybe the corner gods really have forsaken her. They're forcing her into the corner when she doesn't want to. Entirely
possible. We're going to have to focus on the neutral here if you're Punk. That's your only saving grace. MikeX keeps Punk in the corner and takes the round. If MikeX can make that happen over and over again,
yeah, what a
really good spot.
Yeah.
The whiff punish from MikeX. Okay.
Hold on. He might be onto something here. Maybe MikeX has figured something out. Throwing those standing heavy punches. But get this counter hit all the same. Into that EX spiral arrow, by the way, off the first hit Punk.
Yeah, we're gonna see that a lot more than we have been. I promise you, because Cammy player's gonna need a way out of that corner.
Trying to find his way in, making his way around those normals, but Punk still finds a way. No combo. I think he tried to maybe do level 3, but no meter, or noticed he had no meter. But oh, it's looking dangerous right now. And the whiff punish, MikeX puts himself on the board. 1-2.
Yeah,
Off the back of that crazy first round too.
Yeah, I mean, this is far from over. If MikeX is actually turning it up right now, it might be trouble for Punk, because MikeX is no slouch. We've seen him adapt in the previous sets.
Definitely.
And biggest adaptation being notably just switching to Ken, so.
I mean, hey, he said it. Luke sucks. We've got empirical data now, empirical evidence.
Yeah, Lucas Terrible has come from MikeX himself, and MikeX right now has the corner. Punk pushes out with the fire arrow with punish. That's gonna be corner.
So clean with it.
Oh,
Great
look
backdash,
at
though.
that! Not only the backdash, but the button choice with the stand like kick was perfect.
I like not going back to the corner anywhere. He doesn't have that high of a drive gauge. He'd rather just be at the mid screen where he get a little bit more, and finds his way back in with a couple jabs. MikeX, he's fighting right now. He's fighting back.
Yeah, I mean, you saw Punk there use cross medium punch twice, like almost, I guess, jokingly, but no, that it has been nerfed for MikeX, showing Punk why to not do that.
Oh yeah, don't lift.
Nice
conversion as well with the jab into VP.
Yeah, maybe MikeX just needed a little bit of a warm-up round here with Ken. Maybe the Luke was missing blood for a bit. Look at this.
Hold on.
I don't think that's gonna quite kill. The scaling is a little low. Maybe it does. Nah, it's same situation as before. Just a pixel left.
Close. All he needs is to find like one stand light kick or something. Where's the crouching heavy punch?
Gonna try and jump out maybe. Light kicks.
Oh,
Oh, that's guaranteed. Yeah, at this point you just take it. Yeah, not even worth trying to stop it. Was it gonna be a reset here from Punk? No, just for the level 3. What a CA.
Spending it. Yeah, he's really trying to just like make sure that the round is in like essentially guess for game situation here, where you can't parry the throw because you're gonna die, and if you get clipped once, there it is.
Just like that.
On set point.
Right as you say it, you are a curse to MikeX. Right as you say it, Punk hits the cross medium kick. MikeX gets hit low. And I like the shimmy from Punk there too, just like walk back and forth, presses the crouch medium kick, and MikeX was just walking at the time while he's in the corner.
No punish on that dive kick.
I like that from Punk. This time, I like that. Punk takes a throw last time, but this time it's like, no, I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna let you make yourself guess. You can guess by yourself. I'm not gonna play any part in this game.
Yeah, he's not worrying about it right now. We've got our plans are measured in centuries. But all of a sudden, wait, hold on. The level 1. And the combo a bit more economical. Around that jab. Hold on, the Jinrai finds its mark.
I don't know if that burnout was worth it, and Punk is not gonna drop this goal into level 1. Punk takes it 3-1.
Yeah, looked so good for MikeX last round, but Punk just bringing it back to clutch. And now that's making his way into grand finals since JB was DQ'd in 3rd place.
Yeah, I mean that's a a good place for Punk right now. I'm sure Punk would have wanted the run back with JB. I don't doubt that, but I don't think he's gonna be unhappy about going into the money right now, especially with how much we've raised in the match arena. Where are we at right now? We're at 251. So that's a good chunk of change. So yeah, if you can just bypass someone, especially if it's one of your friends, I don't think you'd be too mad about that.
Yeah, I don't think I know anyone who'd be like, oh man, it's easier for me to get $250, man. I don't think anyone would be like that. Definitely not me.
Yeah. Yep. Again, shout out to everyone who donated to the match Reno. We appreciate all of you guys. The link is let me see. Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Where'd it go?
Oh, he posted it
somewhere.
In the Twitch
oh yeah,
chat.
there it is. There it is. Yeah, there you go. Shout out to Neo Jedi on the ball.
Shout out.
So to anyone, if you wanted to help the tournament, help these players who have taken the time to provide this entertainment, support the tournament, just donate to the match Reno. It does help a lot. These players put a lot of time into the game, so make it worth their while. MikeX, you saw that the excellent display, and that Ken was looking sick. Unfortunately, Luke didn't make the cut, but maybe help him a little bit. Make him feel a little better.
Luke does look like the kind of guy who would need $250. Same for Ken, really. Ken needs that money. That's why he was fighting so fierce. He was like, brother, that's my meal.
Ken needs all the help he can get right now. You heard him during the CA, bro. That CA is not him being, being mean. Like he means what he's saying. He's like, bro, please, for the love of God, sit down and shut up. Shut the fuck up. That's what he's saying.
It really is, man. He's on the edge of despair, just out here. He's fighting for scraps, but all of a sudden the $250 match arena come down from the sky. That shit's like a miracle.
Bro, you have no idea, bro. He's about to get some new shoes.
Yeah. You know how pissed he would be too? Because on top of that, he's going into top 3 and he's like, man, my other contenders are like another Ken. There was a Rashid there who's like a billionaire son, and Cammy who's like paid by like the UK government. Like, come on, man.
The UK equivalent of the CIA, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's good, but like the soles of his shoes are gone because he uses fire. So like he has no shoes. He's like he doesn't have chucks like Terry coming from SNK.
Yeah.
Getting the monthly stipend for being cool as fuck.
Rashid's over here like live streaming, like he's like, bro, I don't even have a phone anymore. Like,
yeah, Rashid has a scouter from the future. All right, so here we're gonna have grand finals. Enzo the Hokage, the 8th Hokage versus TFN Good, aka Punk, aka Pink, aka the GOAT of footsies,
aka the God, Evo Champion 2024.
And yeah, worth mentioning, yeah.
Right now, that's an Evo champ that's got you in the corner, and you EXDP against the Evo champ first knockdown. I respect it. No better time than now. That drive gauge is being chipped away by that standing heavy punch Jinrai, the classic. We've seen it once before. We've seen it many times.
Oh, and you see their Punk deciding to burn out on his own terms, saying, look, if you're gonna keep doing that, I'm gonna burn myself up. I'm gonna take a good chunk of damage from you and your drive gauge. Mixing decisions now. What is it?
Such a good decision. All of a sudden, I mean, it's looking difficult. Enzo's got a few decisions to make, but they're much easier than Punk's in general. And now he can chip him out pretty comfortably, or just go for this Punk or the stun. Gonna build meter. He's got 3 bars already going into the second round. Punk's at 0.
Yeah, Punk that spent the level 2, but it didn't quite pan out. I think Punk needed that corner carry or the burnout on Enzo, but it didn't come. So now Enzo's looking pretty playing Ken. Still has the option to do those gym rides that worked out so well in the first round.
Definitely another perfect parry. We've seen this as well in the Ken matchup against MikeX. Going for the perfect parry after that low forward. Because it could be a Jinrai, it could be a fireball, it could be many things, and all of them can be parried.
Nice there, the light DP from Enzo. Walks into it too just to make sure he's in range.
Yeah, I like the way Enzo's playing right now. Just sticking buns down in front, knowing like he's going to try to approach at some point, and all of my buns, they go into that level 3, which is going to burn him out.
I don't think this is quite. Is this burnout? No, not quite.
Almost.
Not quite. Barely.
Almost.
Yeah, and it might as well be burnout because right now Punk has some decisions to make. Oh no, makes the gets
Hold
the
on.
meter back.
Yeah, that was a huge crouching or standing heavy kick, but
Yo,
not
look at
quite
this.
enough.
Yeah, Enzo forces the level 1. I think Enzo was forcing that. I think Enzo wants him to spend level 1.
Yeah, maybe. It's very possible. Like trying to drain his resources before the 3rd round, and if it lands, I mean, shit, you won anyways. So, but all of a sudden, Punk on the offensive. Now he's got drive meter back, trying to bait a whiff.
Oh, doesn't do a
Why
trick
is the
this time.
side switch?
Oh,
Jumps
goodness.
over.
Worth mentioning, based on the situation we're in right now, Enzo only needs 2 games from this point to win the set and win the tournament, whereas Punk would have to win 3 from this point and then 3 more after the fact.
Yeah, I love that option, the neutral jump there, knowing that like he could probably do like a falling medium punch if he sees him holding up. He can react, or he'll go over the DI. That was such a good option from Enzo. This whole night we've seen him navigate situations. It's such like an expert maneuver. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
no one doesn't like him, really.
Like I said, despite his age, he is significantly advanced compared to a lot of the players that you're going to see in his decision making. His decision making is actually particularly good. And we talk about the experience that these other players have. Punk does have the experience. Punk is going to be able to play him tonight and figure out what is he on, what is he thinking about. And you can see right here the DP from Punk looking to even this out 1-1. If Punk starts to get back in his groove, that is when Enzo's going to have to figure out what to do after the fact. But the whiff punish from Enzo on Punk.
Too clean right now. He's in his bag. He knows. Enzo knows that the momentum is working in his favor right now. He only needs those 2 games. even though he is down around, he's feeling comfortable right now. He's got Punk in the corner, applying pressure, but Punk finds his way out.
I mean, look at that from Punk, right? He had the heavy kick like 3 times back to back, then the fourth when he buffers a light kick behind it.
Oh, the whip
my
punish
goodness.
with the crouching heavy punch.
I
Not
think
whip punish, sorry, with a shimmy.
Yeah, goes for the throw, but Enzo could have definitely killed there without spending any super. But doesn't go for the drive cancel, just in case maybe just doesn't want to risk it not killing.
Yeah. I think careful is the name of the game here. He's just really making sure, like he's covering all his bases. Like, you know what? We'll wait a little bit. What's a few more guesses?
Yep. And of course, Cammy's jumps there, still creating hesitation in Enzo. Doesn't want to risk the DP. You mentioned it being careful, being sure, but in the end, if Cammy can just hold north on you, that's a problem. You're gonna have to take a chance on the anti-air at some point.
Oh, finds a low forward counter hit. He's gonna make his way like almost to the other corner here. I mean, in fact, he is.
Yeah, no,
Gotta be careful.
Talking about Ken Masters. You're in the corner, but the cross medium punch buffer. Crazy there from Punk. Walks forward, makes absolutely sure. Look at that. That precision was like a hairline away, just perfect.
He caught the one fireball that Enzo threw in the entire burnout sequence since Punk got level 3. It was just like he just knew exactly when to pressure here, what spacing Enzo would look for, and what options he was looking at. It was just ridiculous. Both of these players just are decision making on another level right now, and adapting to each other is a beauty to see.
Yeah, but again, Enzo does have the advantage. Punk can't afford to be even with him at the moment. He can't afford to be adapting at the same rate. He has to move on to a level even further beyond.
Ultra Instinct the God.
The reference was gotten. Got it.
I mean, I guess it's Super Saiyan 3, but you know, Ultra Instinct just sounds cool.
I try to, yeah, but I try to sneak it in there. I got what you were saying.
Yeah, we understand each other.
Stand like a buffer.
Into the cannon arrow? Is that what you said? I'm gonna start calling it that from now on. I hope you know.
That's not what I said. If I remembered arrow, then I wouldn't have an issue.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Spike arrow? Something like that.
Okay, whatever you come up with is what I'm going with. I'm cool whatever you say. Right.
I'm gonna mix it up every time now. You're gonna have to guess too. I'm gonna keep you on your toes. Just like, ooh, great reaction. That's like the hidden buff of that nerf, right? Is
yeah,
you get to keep
your opponent
the corner.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's one of the things that Cammy's been so bad at is if your opponent starts fighting their way back out, you're not able to DP them because you don't want to risk it. But Punk immediately, when you see the punish counter, Enzo pushes the button in the air, causes him to have the recovery frames on landing.
Yep. Now he's applying pressure right now. He only needs 1 hit, and he knows, they both know it really. Finds the overhead. No level 3 though. He's not that crazy yet. Can he kill from this? No, but he's just gonna go for it anyways. He needs the drive gauge back. Now what's the situation here? Punk still got 2 bars. He can go over fireballs at level 2 here. Oh, the check! Just surgical. How'd he do that? Like that check was so clean, man. Crouch light punch, crouch medium punch, just incredibly fast. I can't believe it. Someone check this guy's stick. Now,
Check
a
his
bit too
pad.
far.
He's using a basic PS5 controller. That's the interesting about Punk, right? Is that Punk is just like it's like a proper old school online monster. That's where he started off, and he's just not really changed much since that point. So yeah, plays on the same controller he always has. He's actually really good on the fight stick and leverless. He has the options. He just likes that one better.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of pad players nowadays, right? Meta, Punk, among others, Idom. What does Enzo play on actually? Is he on a hitbox or?
He's on the stick. Yeah, he's old school. Enzo, not only is he on the stick, he brings a like a bench to put a stick on, like an old school arcade player. Like he's
yeah, okay,
he plays like an old soul. I'm like dude, you're like 12. Like, why do you even know that?
That's exactly what I was gonna call. I was literally gonna say old soul as well. Like the way he plays, in every single way, dude. Surprised he doesn't also play Guile at this point. Taking the corner, but taking the corner back, Enzo. Once again, the super, you can't really throw a fireball for free there, especially against Cammy, so.
Yeah,
I like the restraint.
Yeah, I agree with you. Another pivotal round for both players here, because if Enzo takes this, it is tournament point, right? So, or at least tournament game we go. Crouch.
Finding the perfect pair. Oh, the setup into the overhead again.
Yeah, again, the overhead setups, I think once you know how it works, it's less likely to work. So it's not even worth doing most of the time because you just end up being like -1. So you're better off just doing the run stop or just not doing the run at all and then go for the back throw.
That's definitely one of those mind games that you can get access to.
That's it. That's level 3.
Gonna go to level 3.
Simple, not gonna overcomplicate it. Goes to the DP to the level 3, and then now Enzo is on. Yeah, this is it. If he gets this game, he's tournament. Forget the game. It's tournament.
This is last game of the reset, no matter what. Or last game pre-reset, I should say. No matter what. Yeah.
Yes, agreed. And yeah, Punk has to make this one come. And you mentioned both of them being evenly adapting to each other, and Punk has to go further beyond. He must right now. But Enzo looking like he has this one in the bag.
Man. Yeah, that delay button after the drive rush, I mean, you just see like Enzo is just his decision making. It's looking dangerous for Punk right now.
Yep. There's something to say about these changes, right? With Ken, most of Ken is pretty much the same. Whereas for Cammy, your game plan does have to change, so Punk has to figure it out. But Enzo giving Punk no opportunities to try and figure it out, at least on him. And Enzo is now on tournament point.
Gets a perfect as well off of it. It's looking, the momentum is definitely in Enzo's favor right now. Punk is gonna have to pull something out of his hat, otherwise it's looking grim for this night.
Yeah, not just the momentum, the drive gauge, the health bar, the super meter, all of it, the positioning, all in Enzo's favor.
Oh, I love the walk-up back throw from Punk, though. Great patience. Now, flying his own
look
throws,
at that. Yo, if Enzo gets a hit, it is over. Punk has a make, goes for the shimmy. Punk doesn't take it.
Oh, it's risky. Anything can kill here.
So scary, dude. Punk, are you gonna go for it? Enzo retaliates with a stand medium kick. It's so tense.
Oh, the back throw. And the anti-air. Punk is locked in. Keeps it tight. The delay doesn't work this time. They're both in burnout.
So scary.
We're near a chip situation here. This could be chip.
What's it gonna be? The stand heavy punch takes it. Enzo tries to jump out for a stir up backdash. Whatever it was an escape option, but it didn't pan out. Now we're gonna go to either tournament reset point or tournament point. One of the two is going to happen.
God. My heart is beating so fast. Oh man, this game is so close. They both have 3 bars. They both know how much is on the line.
Puts the DI, considering what you just said and what is on the line. Punk bets it anyway. Enzo with the step kick. Punk with the whip punish, the stand heavy punch at level 2. That is definitely burnout. What is it gonna be? This is a guess that matters more than any guess has been.
What a joke! What a joke! Now he's gonna be, I mean, this is hard for Enzo. He has to make sure he doesn't get cornered here. He finds the jump. No, wait, he gets anti-aired. Can he get to the corner first? Can he get meter? He gets the back throw.
Bro, we've seen that from Enzo before. Enzo is so consistent at that. What is it gonna be? The check.
He finds the driver chop with no burnout.
Drops it, but he gets it again. And there it is.
Enzo takes Duel Academy number 68 off of the final interaction against Punk the God. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. What a tournament. What a set.